All right, welcome back, everybody. We have our night's duel going on today. I'm Patrick Glenn. Joined in the booth with me is Kyle Spicoli Drake.
Yeah, what's up, guys? Where's the pizza?
Spicoli.
All right.
So we got Tom Manena, son of Joe, facing off against Adam Norman. We're playing 9-ball today. We got a rotation game going.
Wowzer.
Race to 14. And we are at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company, located on West College Avenue in Appleton, Wisconsin. And it looks like Tom has won the lag. So they had a lag earlier for the game because we do have 2 incoming players. Our current and reigning knight had to bow down, Mr. Mike Gaines. So wish you were still here, but
He had a good streak going, didn't he?
oh yeah, he was four straight, playing really well. His last one I think was 11-1 or
Yeah, I did that one.
real
I think it was
dominant
11-2.
But yeah, the drive, it gets in when you're playing here at 7 o'clock,
Yeah.
then you got to drive, and then you got to get up at 4 in the morning or 3 in the morning. It gets a little taxing, so understandable. But he's always welcome back, Mike. If you're out there listening, just hit me up if you want to come back.
1, 2, and he's on the 2-ball.
Okay, so good start and break. He's a little tough on the 2, but the good thing is he can see it, and he's got a shot.
Yeah, he's got it. I think he's got it in the top right that we're looking at. You see enough of it past the 4.
Yeah, it goes past the 9.
It does go. I think it might pass the 9 both ways.
It does.
Yeah, so he's okay. The only thing, this is a tough shot because you're sitting on the rail.
He's going to have to take it to the left side here. Left side of the table. I don't think he can get enough of the 4 ball to shoot it down the right.
Yeah, and that's going to leave weird work on the 4 ball. Because that's his next ball. It looks like he made the 1-3, so he'll be on the 4 next. Man, I can't even think about rotation right now because I've been commentating so much 8 ball. I've been here for like 5 weeks, maybe 4 weeks.
Yes, yeah.
And this is my first rotation match I've got to talk about. So I'm pretty excited because I'm a rotation guy myself. I like shooting the balls, running them out. Shot makers is kind of a rotation game. So
Well, let's see if he can get on to the. Was he got to get to the 4 next? 3 is down.
yeah, he left that pretty decent. There's a cut here.
Yeah, this is good for Adam. I mean, it's got kind of natural shape to get to the 4 here.
Yeah, I play the 4 in the top right.
I'm almost thinking he's got to play a 4-8 combo, like come past the 9.
He can
Play
get
the 4.
Yeah.
It's a little more natural for the cue ball to roll past that 9, but he really put a stroke on it and got in trouble.
Yeah,
he might have it. No, he's good.
That 9 ball is close. It's close.
Oh,
It
no,
looks like he's down on it.
He's
so
got a full ball.
There you go.
Oh, he got down a little quick. Uh-oh, is he going to fluke it in?
No, it's going to hang it.
No flukes here tonight, folks.
All right, so it's sitting here.
That's the one thing that I don't like about 9-ball is the fluke.
Yeah, that's
not a fan of the fluke.
I love rotation, but I'm a 10-ball player because of that, to be honest with you. It's because that way, I get kind of the advantage walking into it if you fluke a ball. And it's a fair rule in 10-ball, how it's like a push shot at the end of it where you get the option. I like that. So it takes a little bit more of the luck out of the rotation game, but you know what? I don't mind a good old-fashioned 9-ball game either, because I think that ultimately the luck usually evens itself out. It's never like some guy's going to get lucky the whole match and beat you, especially if it's a race to 14,
Yeah, it's going to be a long race today. I mean, 14. It's going to.
Yeah, it'll still go relatively quick. Both these guys are pretty sharp shooters. So I'm excited to see some balls being run, See some breaking runs.
We came a little hard off that rail.
Yeah, it's a little much. He can still go back and forth with the cue ball here.
He's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on it.
Right. you just still just focus on making the 6 because it'll go at least 2 rails, maybe 3. You know,
what he was
depending on
doing
how
there.
hard
I
he
ain't
hits it.
seen that technique yet. Don't know what he was doing. He kind of went over the ball and was kind of lining something up.
He might have been looking at his tangent line, something, because there he's lining up the 6, so he'll get down, and I think you're going to play this probably 3 rails. 1, 2, see? That might scratch.
3, 4. Oh, is he hooked? No, he's good.
So that's a shot where this is good too. You know, he's got a good angle to float down towards the 8. But that cut on the 6 is where you really want to determine whether you want to play 2 or 3 rails.
That 9 ball is like a beach ball right now.
Nah, it's not in the way. That's a clear, small little 9 ball.
I thought he was going to try to come above it.
No, yeah, I like this.
This is much, much better than what I was thinking.
Now
I don't know what I was thinking for a second.
Want to make sure you stay off the rail here. Pop it in, come off the rail.
Got off the rail nice there.
Yeah, he got a lot of action off that. So that's a good indication of how this is Tom, right? Tom's at the table.
Tom is at the table, correct.
And, is that a break and run to start it?
No. Adam had a shot at the table already.
Well, yeah. So Tom really handled the rest of that rack really nicely though. So if that's how he's going to start, you know, once they get settled in, he could be dangerous. I could see him running a couple racks if he gets in a rhythm.
Well, let's see how he does in the break. He had a good starting break.
Yeah, he made a couple balls, had a look. Oh, because he missed the 2 ball, yeah.
Yeah, I think he missed either the opening shot or the shot after.
It was the opening because, the cue ball's on the end rail.
This one looks
it's
dry.
Looking dry.
Yeah.
Did that 6 ball come to the 8? I don't think he has a clear shot at this 1 ball.
Oh, I think he does.
It's close.
I think he can get in there. Definitely can hit the ball.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure he can make the ball. I think it goes.
And looking at the 2 ball, the 2-4 is wired. It's pointing pretty close to the pocket. So
yeah, getting up to it though.
Right.
He's gonna have to. Well, he's got plenty of angle to do it, but he's got to have a nice roll.
Do you try to come, past the 3 or leave it in the middle of the table?
No, I'm putting a lot of. He's drawn. I'm putting top on this and going between the 8 and the 7.
He played a safety. It looks like.
Yeah, so I guess it was.
And
not
you know
makeable.
what? It didn't end up too bad. That 1 ball doesn't really. It can go in the top left. But you might scratch off one of those off the 2-4.
I think you're gonna see a safe here.
And the safety is no easy shot here either.
Well, he can hit this one, send the cue ball over to the right rail, and back above the 4, 2, and 5, and that 1 is going to come down table.
Yeah.
So he could hide behind this pack of balls if he wants.
I see that, and you want to kill your cue ball with that stroke a little bit. You might be flirting with the side with that top corner pocket.
Well, that's the thing. You don't want this ball leaking out either, because where he's sending this 1, I think he's trying to play the 4 ball in the corner pocket.
Well, that 2-4 is pretty wired.
Well, it's all wired. I mean, the 1 into the 5, the 2 into the 4. I think that's what he's playing. I'd be apt to play safe here because that's just a wild shot.
It's awkward.
Yeah, he played it.
It was dead.
It was all wired. Got a reward out of it too. He's got a clean path on the 1 to the 2.
Yep, that one goes in the side. And
you might
cue
see
ball
him,
in the middle of the table.
Might see him get out of this rack.
Yeah, he's gonna want to roll up here and kind of get close to the 3 ball to make sure.
Wait a second. I thought Tom had a dry break. Did he not?
No.
He made a ball.
No, you're right. He broke dry.
Oh yeah, and then Adam played safe. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. Okay. I'm thinking how is. Yeah.
And so we got this 1 ball in the side. You're gonna roll up. You want to get kind of close to the 3. You almost want to flirt with it, just so you're not so.
Yeah, just a few
thin
little
on the
past the
2 ball.
spot. Ooh.
He hit it too full. He would have ended up behind the 3 there. You see that, but he got away with it. I don't know if that 1-3 is wired, and if it is, you're still flirting with the side pocket.
You know what though?
Every ball is a rail.
He could fire this right off the 3. So my partner in league made a shot like this where he carried, banked it.
See, he's gonna play safe behind the 7, I think.
Yeah.
That's what he
He's
tried.
Not gonna get there.
And that one's gonna go in the side again.
Little touchy here though.
Yeah, I would roll up. You want to roll up a little bit, and then you'll have the 2 wall between the 3-6, and then you can pop out for the 3 in the side.
Yeah, I almost like leaving the cue ball as close to the where the 1 is as possible. Just a little pass. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Because now he's got the angle to come out, play the 3 on the side.
And you want to get the correct angle to move the cue ball towards the 5. You don't want to under hit this 2. You would rather over hit this ball a little bit.
Yeah, he might even want to think about drawing back on this.
Right, just to ensure that he doesn't have to play the cue ball around the table for the 3 ball. You want a nice clean path, 1 rail to the 5. So don't let up on this ball.
So he did draw back. Does he get enough angle? He does.
That's correct. So he's on the right side of the 3 ball here. He'll just float this in. He'll probably play the 5 in the top right-hand corner so he can let his stroke out a little bit and really cream this ball in, you know.
Yeah, you got to be careful when you're stroking it in the side with this much angle. You got to be careful.
And he is sitting on the
Yep.
side rail there, so you definitely want to really make sure you got a solid bridge. And
I mean, even if he wants to hold for the 5-2, he can do that because then that angle, he's good to get to the 6. So I'd almost recommend just slow rolling this in and then taking the angle on the 5 and the over on the left.
right, because you're on the rail, you don't have to
Yeah.
put a stroke on it.
Yeah, so he went with your shot and came across, which is
It's
perfect.
It's more ideal for the 5 ball, but like you said, that shot is really difficult when you're sitting on the rail. It's
Yeah.
hard to put a good stroke on it. But
Yeah, he put a really good one on because
he
trained
hit that
it and-
really clean. He
Yeah.
did hit that very clean. And he came out good for it, you know. Now the 6 goes upstream if you want it.
He is a little straight on the 5 though.
Yeah, exactly, you know. There's a lot of options here. You can draw it back. It looks like he's just going to take a long 6.
He did have a little angle. Either that or he created some angle.
But this is perfect. You can stun out to the middle of the table and then come 2 rails to the 8 off the 7. 2, maybe 3. Probably 3 rails into the 8. But this is good.
I'm just drawing this right over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a stun shot.
Yeah.
Stun straight to the middle of the table. Yeah, I like he's checking his angles, you know. He's taking his time, making sure he chooses the correct line for the cue ball. He's got a good rhythm at the table, you know. He's stroking the ball well.
Yeah, he got it really good here.
You know,
Come around for the 8.
3 rails. You can play the 8 in either corner here. That's what you need to decide before you hit the 7 ball is, do I want to keep a tight angle close to the side pocket, 3 rails on the left side? Or do I really want to open the cue ball up and leave it in the middle of the table?
I think, if you can keep that cue ball to the right side of the table.
Yeah, leave it in the
Yeah.
middle of the table.
Yeah.
It's more natural like that, I think. Because you got to put a little left to get on the left side back to play the 8 in the bottom right. So he'll probably play the 8 in the bottom left.
That's what I'm thinking. Bottom left. Oh, bottom right it will be. Perfect speed there.
Yeah, that's really good speed. He's got a nice angle to just float 1 rail. He'll take a little bit of a cut on the 9, or he can really roll through this ball and play the 9 in the same pocket. That's a shooter's choice there, but he's got a good angle to get on the 9. There, he'll play see, he liked that stun shot, that stun straight to the rail. It looks like he even put a little inside on that ball, so he's He's kind of dancing with the cue ball a little bit, and he's ended up real well, letting his stroke out.
And the shot to take a 2-game lead.
He hit that one a little fat. He didn't hit it dead center, but he made it, so he got it done.
Yeah, got it down. So we got 2-0, Tom.
He did
on
take
top.
a little longer on that 9-ball, I think. And sometimes when if it's not that tough of a 9-ball, I get in my own head when I sit on a ball that long. You know, like when I get nice and good on the 9-ball, I just try to stay in rhythm that I have throughout the rack.
All right, Tom sets a break.
He got through that rack really nicely.
Oh, did you see the action on that cue ball?
Yeah, it went straight through.
Yeah, take a look at it again.
I think he came up dry. So he did come up dry.
Yeah, watch the action on this cue ball.
He hits down on the top of the ball, and it squirts back. A lot of the times, if you hit that ball a little harder, it'll pop up in the air.
All right, so we got Adam to the table.
Looks like we're going to see our first push shot of the match, which, if you're new to 9-ball, that's off of the break shot. So the incoming shot after the break has the option of a push. You can hit the cue ball anywhere on the table, and the incoming player has an option whether to hit the ball or give it back to his opponent. So that would be Tom right now. He has the option to hit this ball, or he can make Adam hit the ball. And so he's going to give this back to Adam because he doesn't like the position.
And that's the key to a push shot. The key to a push shot is you're putting that cue ball somewhere where you have some type of plan
Yeah.
where your opponent probably doesn't see it.
It's really like one of the biggest chess match shots in 9-ball in rotation.
Yeah, so plan did not work, so it's going to give Tom ball in hand.
Yeah, I think Adam wanted to leave that cue ball a little more in the pocket.
I'll tell you what, if he could just play to the 4 ball and get good on it, he could have a 4-9 combo.
Oh, yeah, that's laying really well.
Two goes in the side, 3 follow up on the 3
Yep.
to the 4-9. I mean, I think that's possibly because unless you want to try to get on
The other side and cut it. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I think the 4-9 is what you're looking at.
Yeah, I think you're playing for the 4-9 combo here.
And like the 8-ball kind of blocks a good breakout shot, you know, when you it's hard to get to the 4-ball to break it out if you don't want to shoot the combo. But the combo's it's pretty lined
I
up.
think what he's trying to do is just follow up as high as you can get to this 2-ball to get straight on it, draw back to get straight on the 3 or a little bit of angle to follow. The key is to be able to follow on the 3 to the 4.
Yes,
I
in the
mean,
top right.
Yeah. I mean, you could play, a stun shot, the 3 in the upper left corner and stun over to the 4. There's that option available too.
He might bump the 6 right here.
Oh, he's going to hook
He
himself.
he tried to use the 6 as a stopper to get straight in on the 2, which would allow you to stay on that side of the 2, which would get you to that angle that you were talking about, the 3-ball.
Yeah.
But he did not choose the correct angle to bump the 6. He ran into the wrong side.
So he might want. So if he thinks it's low probability here to get a good hit on the 2, he might want to fire something into the 9-ball right now, because if you get ball in hand, it's going to be an easy path to that 9. Oh, now it's not so easy.
Right. Now there's no 3-ball to get you there.
I
really.
bet you he plays the 2-4-9 maybe. I mean,
that's not a bad decision, but it's not an easy shot.
no. Well, so he actually has an option. He could take the 2, and the 3 will help him bust out that 4.
Bust out the 4.
Yeah. So I don't think you risk the 2. Oh God, he is doing it.
I don't mind that because, like I said, the 8-ball is still there, so it's hard to break out the 4-ball without negotiating the 8.
There it is.
And he hit it good. That 4-9 was just too easy, it was too clean.
I called that 4-9 in the beginning of the game. Knew it was going down.
It was lined up, man. It was sat
I'll
there
tell you what,
waiting.
wasn't it? I mean, it was kind of weird, but that's not an easy shot. Take another look at it. There's a lot that can go wrong with this shot.
Absolutely. And he hit it at a good speed to where if he misses that ball, then 9 ball's not going to hang.
Yeah.
It'll probably get out of there.
Let's see what the folks at home think. Do you guys at home take this 2-4-9 combo, or do you try to run out using the 3 as a bust out ball to the 4? I mean, that was, he risked it for the biscuit. I'll tell you that much.
It worked out.
And it
I
worked
think
out
it was
good.
the right shot. Just because of where that 8 ball sat,
And that
it's
gets
so
him-
hard to get a break out.
Gets them to within 1, so got to
Yep.
score 2-1.
Yep. Let's see how he hits the break. He makes the wing ball right there. Look at this one ball. It's going to sit up real nice, too. So that's a really clinical break right there. Every ball has a pocket. He dressed the 1 up off of the break and had a good cue ball, and he made the wing ball. So if that's any indication of how Adam's going to break, he's got a good potential to run some racks here and put a pack or 2 together in the match.
Got good position on the 2 to get to the 3.
Yeah, I
Does
hope.
the 3 go past the 8? I'm pretty sure it does.
Yeah, I would say it does too.
I might have to cheat it a little bit maybe, but I think it's got a full clear lane.
Now he's putting straight top on this. You got to be wary of that 9 ball. He missed it, and he ended up good on the 3.
Really good.
Yeah,
A little bit of angle, but that's good because
that's what you want because
easy
you
to
want to
come
come
over.
across. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. It would have been bad if he ended up straight on that, I think.
I might see our first breaking run here.
A nice bounce off the 4.
This is just straight, a little bit of foul to get to the 6 here.
It's 6 in the
He
side.
could draw back if he wanted, if he felt really confident. I like just floating up a little and playing the 6 on the side.
Right. I mean,
Nice, easy, soft shot.
you want to float past so that you don't have to deal with the 9. You want to put a decent follow.
Oh, he miscued there.
He wanted to draw it.
Yeah.
And so this will be a stop shot. He'll stop it here, I think.
Yeah, this is 2 stop shots here. Stop on the 4, stop on the 6.
Yeah, you might
Yes.
draw it back half an inch
Oh,
to an inch
no.
on the 4 ball, depending on how straight or what angle you want.
I think you just stop it. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
you want
perfect.
straight in on the 6.
Yep.
That's the goal here.
Yeah, because he can just stop it on the 6, and then it's natural from the 7 to the 8. You
Yep.
know, so not a lot of work here to do at all.
Right. The most work he's going to have to do here is the 8 to the 9.
Oh, wow. That was interesting. He drew that much on that ball.
Yeah, I don't think he needed to draw it. I don't know where he wanted to play the 6, but he might have just overstroked that ball.
I'd like to thank everyone for joining us again. Our night's match here. Appreciate it. And if you could help us out, like and share, put us out there to the world.
That's a good shot.
Yep. Again, I'm just pocket speed as much as possible on this. I don't try to get fancy.
Yeah.
Just pocket this ball and roll up a little bit. Try to
Ye-
limit the movement of the cue ball here.
He might stun to the side rail,
Oh, that's a confident stroke right there.
and he might have hooked himself there. I think he
Yep.
hooked himself.
Yeah, there's no.
Now there's a jump shot here.
So-
If he can't see the whole 7,
Yeah, but he'd have to come down right on the ball, otherwise he's going to be jumping off the table.
right? The 7. Yeah. He's gonna masse it, and he overcut it. So he over massed that ball.
Yep.
Because he obviously couldn't see the whole thing. He ended up hitting it a little too much spin, and so this is a good chance for Tom. I'm interested to see if he likes jump cues. So he's saying he does. That's
That was a rough spot to jump in, though, just because of the keeping the ball on the table in that spot becomes challenging.
no, yeah, I was reading the wrong one. That's Tom. He'll hit a jump cue. Adam says he doesn't like jump cues, so he does have a jump cue. Adam does though. He plays with a thumper.
He may have just enough angle here. He could do one of 2 things. He can go with a strong follow, or he could draw out of this a little bit.
I think I'm drawing just because if it I'm just a draw player.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm
Um,
more comfortable that way.
you don't have to have the cue ball travel as much. Even if you hit a bad draw, you got to cut.
He's going with a lot of follow here, and he hit it good.
He's going to run into the 9. This could get funny.
That's going to get really good.
He got a good bump. Yeah, if he got that ball any more full, they would have ended up lined up. But so he really hit that 8 ball really well, though. You know, it's hard when they're that straight to get that much action off that cue ball.
And I when I take that shot, tend to see I'll jaw it just because.
Yep.
That very reason. So he hit a really nice shot there.
He hit it really pure, so his stroke's obviously feeling good because that's one of those balls that will rattle on you a lot if you don't hit it pure. So we got 3-1 here for Tom.
Got Chris G and Mark West playing on table 8 in front of us. So they're weekly. Got 36 players today, so really big turnout.
Yeah, it's going strong the last couple weeks. Okay, so we got Tom hitting the break.
Where's everybody in the chat at? Send a shout out. Let us know you're out there. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching from. Say hi. Don't be shy.
Yeah, we're gonna watch some run out pool. Hopefully, I want to see some run outs because I've been been watching some 8 ball. We all have been watching 8 ball for the last couple of weeks, huh?
Yeah, this is the first rotation game we've had in our King's Court matches in a little bit.
Now Friday night is a little more popular with the rotation, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, those are more.
Cue ball had a little funny action there. It looks like hit a piece of chalk or something maybe on the table. Kind of stopped and then rolled again.
Yeah, like it might have hit like like lint, you know. Yeah. Lint's another big thing.
I need to go brush the table off.
What do you think? Is he gonna hit this combo or is he gonna play in the corner? Because
I think he's playing this in the corner.
The shape is difficult. You have to come navigate through those balls. Yeah, that was tough to get shape because you're always gonna run into one of either the 9 or the 4. Cutting that 2 ball, and it looked like he put a little left, so that definitely affected the shot. And we got Tom looking where he wants to go to the 3. I think I would play the 3 ball between the 3 or the 4-8 and pop off the rail all the way out to the middle of the table.
Yeah, it's not the biggest of gaps, but it's definitely doable.
I think that's a bigger gap than the 4-9, trying to draw it.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, you want to get close to the 5 ball here. Yeah, see, just like that.
Oh, he's good. Slow down. He's good.
It's close, man. That straight on angle is close.
Oh, he's got that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's getting down on it like it's not a problem, so he'll probably just make this and go... Oh, see?
Okay, maybe he didn't.
He tried to cross bank that ball. So, yeah, he definitely hooked himself on the 8. But does this go in the side, Patrick?
What do you think? Of course it goes in the side.
It goes in the side.
Always goes in the side.
You can play one rail out.
The problem is if you're shooting this in the side...
You got to play it soft.
Yeah, you got to really try to hold or come off the rail out to the 4.
And then that makes the 9 ball a beach ball. So he might have played safe there and just tried to play both on the end rail. But he left it out. The 3 ball is going to go here in the top left. The only thing is you don't want to run into the 5.
So who do we got out there rooting for Tom? Who do we got rooting for Adam? Let us know in the chat. Send us your predictions. Let us know what you think it's going to be. Who's going to take it down? Who's going to be our new knight?
Yeah, he's gonna try to follow this ball.
Ooh, rattles it. So Adam's going to actually have a good looking table. I mean, he's only had one good looking table really coming to it.
Yeah, that shot draws on you a lot too because you want to put a little bit of outside to miss the 5 ball.
He's put a lot of follow on that.
Yeah, 2 rails. to the 4 ball, he'll hit a stop shot here. If he stops his ball, it'll give him a good angle to get to the 6 with like a punch. So he'll play this as a stop shot. That's fine. See, that's a good angle to get to the 6.
Yeah,
This can get touchy.
I just draw this off the rail and back out.
Yeah, and if you overhit this shot, it can get really skinny on the 6 real quick. So you wanna be touchy with that draw.
He did hit it a little hard, but he's still good because it's a good angle to come out for the 7. So.
No, yeah, that's a good angle. He put less draw than I thought he was. He ended up a little further from the 6, but as long as you miss the 9 or hit the correct side of the 9 here, you'll be okay. With a little bit of follow, yep.
Get off the rail now. He's got some room to work with, so he should be okay.
Yeah, I think he'll try to stay on top, like up under the 9 here. Oh no, so he went the other way and went 2 rails.
Yeah,
so
he played a safe tangent line.
Yeah, played the outside.
See, now this you could play a few different ways. You could play it in the side or the corner with the 9.
Yeah, he'll play it in the corner.
Yeah, I think that's the smarter play. The sides, he always get a little tricky, but if he plays the 9 down in the corner, he's got to draw back here a little bit.
He might have walked around the table to eye the 9 ball in the side.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he's playing it in the side because he's following.
He's playing a heavy follow, so.
Yeah, so he'll play it in the side. And that's a good play. I like it.
He hit that really good speed.
Don't fear the side.
No, yeah, he hit that really well. I don't mind playing it on the side, but I just feel like I let my stroke out a little more when I come off 1 rail for the corner on that 8 ball.
I don't think our chat box is working. Anybody out there, can you send us a message? Kind of want to see if the chat's even working. Maybe nobody wants to talk to us. I don't blame them. I wouldn't want to talk to me either.
Hey, man, I put up with it every time. I enjoy it every time, I mean. No, we have fun in here.
Absolutely.
So, that's going to be 2-3 Adam, and he gets to hit another break.
Oh, there we go. Jared, thank you. Hello. Appreciate it. So the chat is working.
Awesome. Playing this in the middle. They're both breaking from the middle. And he made another wing ball. This time he made the wing ball in the other corner.
Jeremy Walker says loud and clear. Jared says let's go Adam. So we got one Adam fan out there.
Yeah, Adam's breaking so well right now.
And actually Adam, he wasn't supposed to play for another week or so. He actually bumped up to play this week. So we appreciate Adam taking it on short notice.
All right, so it's kind of iffy to get to the 2. He's going to play a top inside to come back to the middle of the table, and look at that. That's a great shot.
That's
He's going to come
a
off
lot
the
of
rail.
inside. That makes that shot so missable when you put that much inside on it. He hit that nice.
Yeah, that's kind of a replay-ish shot. That could be a highlight right there because he came between the 3-9 twice.
Yeah, kind of missed it. Let's see
The
if I can get
3-6
it.
up to the 3-9, so that was really clean. And he ended up real nice on the 2. He might be a little straight, so he power drawed out of that 2. So he's got a nice straight combo here.
Ooh, there's some distance and angle on it, though.
Yep. And
Tough.
you probably want to hit it with some draw to leave the cue ball on the same side as the 3.
Yeah, that was not an easy combo.
That was not an easy combo at all. And
So there's a you could play safe here. You could draw this ball back behind the 4 or lock it to the 4 and send that 3 to the top left side of the table.
yeah, I see that. I'm an aggressive player. I'm cutting this 3 ball in.
You're cutting it all the way down?
Yes, sir.
That might even scratch back in the
Back
left
in.
corner.
Yep.
You know, like that's dangerous.
You play it with a little top to come towards the 6 ball a little bit.
I mean, if anything, you could actually bank the 3 into the 7. It's sitting duck right now. It's a big
That's
pocket.
true. And that's like straight on bank, too.
Yeah, so that's probably the shot or the safe shot.
And do you play short side if you're banking that? Or do you draw on the other side of the 4?
I'm probably
Oh,
hitting
wait.
a lot of top
What
and
do you-
coming off the rail.
Oh yeah,
You know, play
that-
the 4 in
that's
the bottom right.
right. The three ball could end up weird if he ends up banking that 3-7 combo. I'm cutting this ball all the way down.
Roland Star. That's a cool name. Roland, like Roland.
Yeah.
Says hi. Says sup guys, and Bob. I'm just gonna say Bob. I don't know. I don't want to mispronounce the name. Says hi. What's up?
What's up, Bob?
I'm so bad at names, like when I pronounce them.
Yeah, it's like a nationality thing most of the time. It depends on where you're from. All right, so he might be banking this ball on the side.
I don't think it's gonna get there.
It actually had a pretty good line. He had a good line, and if you hit it harder, the cue ball would have came under the 6 for the 4. But that's a pretty dangerous shot. You know, it's a risky shot.
Yeah, I can't really tell the angle on the shot, but if he can draw down to it, maybe.
He'll pop this and
Yep.
come down to the 4. Yeah.
Draw down to it.
And now he can go 1 or 2 rails up for the 6 in the bottom left.
Yeah, I think you're seeing two, because 2 rails only because you can use that rail kind of like as a stopper. You know, it helps kill the cue ball a little bit.
Right. The problem with this rack is the 8 ball.
He doesn't.
The problem with this rack is the 8 ball, because the 8 ball is in the worst position it could be.
Yeah, he might.
I would almost try to go into the 8 right now and break it out, because this 8 ball is not an easy shot, no matter how you look at it.
I'm just playing it safe and getting this cue ball to the left side of the rail. Oh, he's trying to do something.
So
different.
see, there's no shot on this 8.
Yeah.
I don't think he can make it.
If he would have put that
This
cue
is a
ball
scratch.
on the left side of the rail and on the rail, he could have played the 8 all the way down.
Yep.
But now he can't.
That 8 ball was always a problem. I probably would have went into the 8 ball off the 6.
He can kick this in the side. This is not an uncommon shot, and I see players make it all the time. And you could almost come 2 rails off the bottom rail and nudge it off the side, and it should go in the side.
It's tough, man. Yeah, I mean, you can do that, but if you miss that, it's hanging over
No,
the side.
He's
He's
doing
going to bank it away.
3 rails. 5 rails.
5 rails, and it's going to end up on the end rail.
Well, that was one way to play safe.
Yeah, man. That worked out.
No, I think he was trying 3 rails up in that top left corner there.
Yeah, and it looks like he drew the cue ball for safety, too, you know. Looks like he played a little bit of a two-way shot. And if he misses that 3-railer, at least he knows that cue ball has got some distance and could end up between the 9 ball.
Subkiss was saying he'll scratch on the 8 ball. She is so quick and to the point. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, failure, mistake, or whatever. She's always putting it right out there.
No, yeah. Well, that was the problem. The 8 ball was always the problem there. And if you play short side on the 8 ball and roll that 6 ball straight in and play up, that's not an easy shot past the side pocket, because that point is huge. So
Rolling Star is asking, if you guys were in Milwaukee, where would you go to play on a diamond table? I believe Romines has diamond tables, and I think Sunset Bowl out in Waukesha may have diamond tables. Also, where else in Milwaukee? I think that's about, I'm not too familiar.
They're looking to see if that 8 ball is glued.
What about down in the chat room? Who's from Milwaukee? Where you go play on diamonds tables?
Yeah, I'm the wrong person to ask that, because I just moved here in October, and Milwaukee's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. You're going to kick this ball in.
Jimmy P says hi from Cudahy. Great commentary. Appreciate that.
Oh, thank you.
He must be talking about you.
No, dude, not me. I'm just Spicoli up in the box, man, you know.
Spicoli.
Where's the pizza at?
It's radical.
We should get a soundbite for that.
We should. It's gnarly.
Gnarly. But yeah, that was a risky kick, man. And Tom played a safety there, like the double kiss safety. And anytime my opponent plays that on me, there's a really easy way to get out of that. And that's just by clipping clipping the object ball that they leave you dead in front of. And you want to hit that ball really thin, but you're so close because you can never hit that double kish safety hard.
Yeah,
You're close, so it's easy to combat that by clipping the ball and playing a distance game.
There you go. He's got straight in on the 9. Good
Yep.
shot there.
But Adam tried to play aggressive and kick that 8-ball in, and he missed. He ended up missing the 8-ball, giving up an easy 2-ball run. But when my opponent plays safety like that, you want to end up clipping like where that 8-ball was. You want to clip the right side of it and leave the 8-ball in the middle of the end rail and play the cue ball 3 rails to the other end rail. It's really easy to hit that ball really thin and leave it still on the rail, but put that distance and lock your opponent up with distance.
Rolling Star says, yeah, he's going to the Bucks game. Hoping to have some time after to go shoot. Yeah, if you're down in Milwaukee, I recommend Romine. It's not too far out of the way. Really big pool hall. Really nice. A lot of tables down there.
How's that one ball going to go? I think that one ball's going to hang up and he's going to have a dry break here. So we got 2-4. It's Tom up. But he did give an open table here. The only issue is getting to this 2-ball. It goes in the top left if you want to hit this 1 ball really thin and come back up the middle of the table.
No, I think he's going to draw, come 2 rails.
Around the 3?
Yeah, come around in between the 3 and the 8 maybe.
That
8 is just kind of sitting in the path where you want that ball to go, though. So
and if you hit this with top inside and hit the 1 ball really thin, you avoid that altogether.
Yeah, he might. So you could put a lot of inside off the 1 and just come
straight 1 rail up to the middle of the table.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but so he's hitting the outside, so he's trying to go around.
He's going around.
Yep.
That was the problem with it all whole time. And he kind of tied the 3-ball up. I'm not sure if that 3-ball goes in the side by the 8.
3 and the 8 were in the way. I mean, I thought he could get under the 3, but then
no, you would have to hit a draw shot to get under that 3, and he didn't, so he's just going to play a lockup. And he let that squirt out a little bit, I think.
No, I think he's...
No, you're right.
He left a jump shot.
On the overhead, and he definitely got him with the 4-ball. So we'll see Tom pull his jump cue out. He's playing with a thumper jumper. No, that's Adam. That's Adam with a thumper jumper. Let's see what Tom's hitting.
Well, he got a good hit. See where the ball ends up. He's going to leave Adam a shot here. Let's see. He can get to the 3. The 4 might get tricky. He could just roll up here to the 3, but it's going to be tricky to get from the 3 to the 4.
Oh, that's really interesting. Tom's actually playing with his break cue is a cut Thunderbolt. So he has like a cut cue for his break cue.
I think he was trying to roll just a little bit farther to take that 3 in the side and kind of follow to the 4. Now he's got a shot, but it's kind of a path to nowhere. He might consider just playing safe here. Wow, look at that shot. Does he get on the 4?
Yeah, that 4 will cut. You know what? He can play the combo here and play the 4-ball into the 6. Yeah, it doesn't look like Tom is he doesn't have what his jump cue is.
Yeah, if he's cutting this over, he's going to be letting the cue ball fly, and it might fly right into the pocket. He's got to be careful here.
Yeah, he can. I don't think there's too much of a scratch as long as you don't hit it too hard. You want to hit it hard enough just to hang it, just like that. He got lucky and ran into the 8 and didn't have to worry about it. It might have been tracking to that bottom right, but he hit that really well.
So I'm just touching this ball, touching it into the pocket, because you can hold this ball for the 5 if you want. There's no reason to get creative and try to come like up and down rails here.
Yeah, I think, you know what? I think he's eventually going to have to go up and down because it's thinner, like on the straight on view as you guys look at where he's looking at from, it looks really thin. So he might try to play this up and down, but
Yeah,
if
he does. So the cue ball's flying. Look at that.
right around
Look
the
at
8.
that.
And
There's
he's
a
gonna,
shot.
Yeah. What
That's
was
a
that?
shot.
What was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rails around.
And he ends up really good on 5 ball where he can just float this ball in, play the 7. And now this cut leads him back to the middle of the table for the 8. This is a pretty clean out from here.
Yeah, he really let his stroke out on that ball coming around as much as he did.
Yeah, that was really beautiful because a lot of players, I think, would try to go straight up and down the table 2
I
rails
would have just tried to hold it. I would have just
and take a cut on the 5. Yeah.
let's play the 5 straight in.
That was,
Yeah.
well, it would definitely look thinner on the straight on view than the overhead, I think.
Oh, no. Jarred the 9, but got a little fortunate.
Yeah, he kind of got a little jumpy with his shot selection there, I think. Could have rolled that 9 ball in, didn't have a scratch, I don't think.
There is a kick. So this is a kick shot where I'm going 2 rails. I'm just coming off the bottom rail, off the side rail, right into the 9.
Really, I don't even mind. I mean, it takes a lot to swallow your pride on the shot, but I don't mind even playing safety and just cutting the 9 ball.
If you
cut the 9 ball, leave it on the rail right there.
You cut this ball. I bet Tom's probably at least 80% to make this shot. I don't know.
Cut it all the way down.
No, I mean, kick it. Come off the bottom rail.
Up and down.
Yeah. And when I say bottom, I'm talking about as you see in the table on the camera. But he's banking this in the side, it looks like.
Yeah, and he'll try to leave the cue ball on the end
or
rail.
the corner. Actually, he's got to bank this down in the corner.
Yeah, I think he's playing another 2-way shot here where he wants to bank this ball in the corner, and if he misses, at least have the separation. And if you choose a shot, you definitely want to try to miss it short so the end 9 ball ends up on the end rail.
He could just play safe,
and he'll play a little draw.
Yes.
But see, this is pretty straight.
This is a makeable shot.
It's makeable.
You are close to the object ball.
The overhead tells us how close that is.
Yeah, it's close, and when it's this close, it's hard to judge with your angle, and makes it a little difficult, but it's definitely makeable.
And you always get a little more throw when they're really close.
On these shots, I like to stand up over the ball instead of getting down on your shot. Kind of stand up over it. You can see it better. You know, they tell you never stand up on your shot, but on a shot like this, I tend to like to stand up a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, he missed it. Where's it going to end up? Well, this is no gimme. I mean, it ended. You saw it roll off the rail a little bit there at the end, which helps a lot.
This is a gimme. This is a total duck.
Yeah.
At this level, you better make this shot.
He got kind of lucky on that roll that it didn't end up on the rail, though, because if it's on the rail, it makes the shot a lot harder. So just bear down. Make sure you don't catch the point. The point's always a big shot on it, or a big target on this shot. If you hit it, just gotta make sure you miss the point.
Yeah, just middle ball, just like he's.
There it is.
Oh, there's the point. You gave him the curse. Yeah, players tend to hit that point for some reason.
I told you, man, because you want to slide that ball in off the rail, right? Because that makes the pocket really big, but you just got to make sure you get past the point. And so Adam missed that 9 ball after a beautiful run, but he still gets out of the rack. And that's going to make it 4-3. We have a 1-game ball game here. But that 9 ball, even though it did roll off the rail, if it's on the rail, that shot comes really, really hard. And you got to put a bunch of inside spin on that to kind of hook the 9 ball in. But when it's off the rail, you can kind of play it straight, but you got to play it to the outside of the pocket. Like, the pocket's not as big as you would like for that 9 ball.
I'll take a second here to go over some of our sponsors. We got Queued Up Network with Nate Mindum. We got Cutthroat Apparel. Brad runs that. Erickson Auto Trim, the Clarion Hotel, which is attached here to the Mad Apple. We got Brownie's Upholstery and Carpet Cleaning. We got Billet Spin. Got JP Shower Custom Cues. John Kramer with the Wisconsin Billiards Hall of Fame. Popalock and Christensen. What is it? Christensen Auto something. Why am I having a brain fart here?
Yeah. No offense, man. Or I mean, I'm sorry. I don't even know the sponsors by heart yet.
Yeah. All right, let's take a look at the table. We got.
So he came up dry. Adam came up dry. He's been making the wing ball, but it looks like he hit those a little off center, so he didn't get quite the result he was looking for. Really, there's no offense here. I don't like anything super offensive because you can bank the 1,
Yeah.
but getting on the 2 is no. You can't really
picnic.
you can't get on the 2 with the bank. So I would just probably play safety. I mean, you could bank the 2 ball, and play 2 banks in a row, but that bank was no easy feat, and this is going to sell out an easy.
Yeah, Adam's gonna have an easy path to the 2, to the 3, 3
Right.
to the 4 is no problem. 4 to the 5. Like I can already see this. The 4 ball's going in the side pocket.
Yeah,
I mean,
dude.
Like I can see this whole rack right now. I mean, yeah, he's gonna take the.
Did
2
he get?
over.
Did he get
He's good.
blocked? Okay.
No,
yeah.
he's fine.
And
He's
so
got to play this. I like playing this soft, or he could
slow
play it.
roll, or he could play
Yeah.
between the 4-7. But
Yeah, I don't like that.
did he? Yeah, he's
he's-
fine. That's good.
Yep. Not called it that deep. He's playing at 4 in the side
4 on the
pocket,
side. Yep.
and then roll up to the 5.
Try to get to the middle of the table with the 5, and then you can really play the 6 anywhere. It looks like the 6 will squeeze between the 8-9 if he needs it to go there.
Oh no, he's gonna play the 4 in the same pocket. Interesting.
He put a good stroke on that ball. This you can just follow here and go between the 6-9 with follow, or you can come on the left side of the 6
Gotta be careful. He doesn't run
with a
into
little bit of
anything.
outside. He's coming around the 6.
Boom. He's feeling it now. He got a little straight here though. I think he's got plenty of angle here.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the 5 ball is close enough to the pocket. He can really cheat that ball
Yeah, he's
anywhere
got
he needs to go.
Plenty of room.
So he had enough pocket to cheat it, and so he'll just stop this ball, or you could probably just float this into.
I just stop it because then he's got a little more angle.
Well, the
play
only
the
thing is
7,
with he's
come
got
off the
too much
top row.
angle, I think, because he's gonna stun off that ball. It's not straight in.
Well, yeah, you're gonna move it a little, but I'm saying keep the cue ball generally as close to where that 6 is as you can.
Yeah,
to
I
keep
would
that-
slow roll this ball. Just slow roll it.
There you go. He's still got plenty of angle here.
Yeah, this is perfect. The only issue here is you don't want to underhit this ball because either way, if you go between the 8-9 or before the 9 ball, like in front of the 9 ball, see he hit the 9 ball. That was a huge issue, but he hit it with good speed to where he's left himself a cut.
He's got to come back and forth here.
That was
And
beautiful.
It's good.
Yeah, that 7 ball to the 9, if you float that 7 ball in and run into that 9 ball full, then you're going to have a real thin cut on the 8. But he hit it with some power and came through the 9 ball a little bit to give himself a good angle on the 8 ball, and he just had an easy 1-2 and back.
Yeah, Adam's starting to get in stroke here, so
Yep, and that ties the ball game, does it not? Or is it 5-4 Adam?
it's fours apiece.
All right, I think it's time to make a prediction here. It's still really early. I mean, it's a race to 14, and both guys are playing pretty solid. But I think if Tom catches a gear, I think I like Tom because Adam's in stroke right now.
Amanda Norman says, "Go, babe, you got this." So, Amanda, I'm taking it you're his significant other. Thank you for letting him come out and play today, by the way.
Which one, Tom or Adam?
Adam. Amanda Norman.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Okay, so that's another really big break. It looks like he made a ball. He made the 6 ball, but he's got no straight in shot. Can't see the 1 ball, so he has a push shot, or he can. I mean, I don't really mind being aggressive here. The table's pretty open. If you want to jump this ball,
Might just come 1 rail, kick into the 1. Try and keep the cue ball behind the 8.
yeah, you got to hit that with some speed to get a rail afterwards, though.
Yeah.
So I like this because he's going to get a rail if he kicks this ball, and he's got a chance to make it in the side. And it sets up good separation. That was a really clever shot. That was probably the right shot. You could have been aggressive there and jump it because that cue ball is going to float down for the 2, but that was a really safe shot. He's always getting some kind of separation, has a chance to make the ball, and he left Tom, pretty tough here. So we'll probably see Tom.
Amanda just threw down a bunch of smileys with shades on. I don't know what that means, but we'll take it.
Oh wow, that ended up real good. He moved some furniture there. It was like he moved out.
What was that, a smash and pray shot there?
Yeah, I mean, it looked like he was just kind of hoping, because he kind of flew at the 9 ball there too.
I was once told hope is not a course of action. It stuck with me.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to play pool on hoping that your balls are going to end up good, because a lot of the times you end up hooking yourself and tying things up. But that's a good stroke. He's going to run into the 8 here, but move it out of the way. So he's really actually ended up really nice on that 2 and came around and had a friendly bump on the 8 ball for the 3. He can roll forward here with either inside or inside. You could probably play just straight top and get through between the 8, 9.
Mandy says Lacey. Or Manda, I'm sorry. Unless that's supposed to mean, I don't know, Laci. I think it's just Lacey.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Lacey. Are they in caps?
Nope.
So he ended up playing a little bit outside. Came on the other side of the 8.
There's a good speed there to the 4. I like it.
Yep. And he let his stroke out there. He played a good confident stroke there.
He could play this one a few different ways. He could just stop it, draw back, come off the rail, and back to the 5. And there's so many ways to play this 4 on the side.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stop.
Yeah, he could slow roll it too, and
It looks
he'll
like
have
he
a
wants
little
to
more
draw it a
angle
little
on the
bit,
5,
yeah.
but
I think as long as you're not super thin on the 5, you can play a little bit of top spin. But you probably want more angle than straight in here. You don't want to be straight on the 5 because if you don't get dead straight and you can't stop it, it's just gonna
he's drawn here.
float down towards the
That's
the
good.
pockets. He can definitely play this as a stop shot. He can pop it off the rail a little bit. Just make sure you're off the rail here.
Yeah, I like popping
you'll be
off the rail
okay.
here. This is just middle ball for me.
Yeah, you just don't want to end up behind the 8. Don't overhit this ball.
Ooh, wow, he got under the 7. That's not going to work.
Yeah, if you're going to hit a follow there, you really got to hit a lot of follow because you didn't have enough angle to have a lot of speed coming off of that angle.
I don't know. You can't even kick this off the long rail either because the 9 is sort of in the way. Even if you put spin on it,
Right.
try to spin around, then it's going to be hitting off the rail.
No, he'll probably play a safety here. And again, when you play those safeties close to each other, I call it a sellout safety because there's always an easy safety return. He can clip this 7 and leave him side rail to side rail so easily if he doesn't want to hit that shot, this 7 ball.
You can make this ball too.
He kind of played a two-way and played the cue ball and the end rail at the same time. It's a straight in 7. That's actually gonna sell out here.
I don't think he can see. He can see the 7, but not enough to make it. I don't think.
I do. I think he can see it.
Mm,
The overhead looks like he can see it pretty easily.
I don't know.
And it's a stop shot. It looks like it's dead straight.
I think the 8's in a little more of the way than you think.
This is where A-ball pool comes in handy.
Yeah, I can tell it's in the way because otherwise he would have been down on the shot shooting this already.
You're probably right.
You know, generally when a player looks at it this strong, that ball's in the way.
Something's bothering him, right?
You know,
And so, if he can't see it straight on, it actually kind of makes the shot pretty difficult. There's no easy safety. You probably have to roll through and play a distance shot where you bank the 7 up
He
and
can-
all the way back down.
he can probably spin around the 8 just enough. I mean, he's going to have to hit a lot of left here, down and left on the ball. And he did. It was
Yeah.
a nice shot.
That's a good stroke. He played that pretty good. He ended up a little closer to the rail than he wanted to, so that's going to add a little bit more pressure on the 8-ball. But you just got to bear down and make this ball. You're going to get shape on the 9.
If he's playing inside, he's got to be careful that he doesn't roll up above the 9. If he's going to roll above, he wants to just go all the way above and play the 9 down in the corner, if that's the case.
Yeah, he's on the rail, so he's going to put some top. He's automatically going to put a little bit of top spin on this. If you start digging at the cue ball when it's that close to the rail, it makes a shot super hard. So he'll play the 9 in the side here.
There we go. Hit it nice. Going to jump back out in front once again.
Yeah, he played that 8-ball really well, and that's a harder shot than it looks because you really got to smooth that ball in. You can't put too much of a stroke on it. Anytime you're slow rolling a ball like that off a rail, when you're cueing off a rail, I should say, it makes the shot so difficult.
Well, it looks like we got the majority of our viewers back. Appreciate everyone coming back. Joining our night's duel.
Give us a shout out. Let us know how you guys doing tonight. We got a good match going on here. I finally get to commentate some rotation. They're playing some 9-ball.
Yep, race to 14.
And we got Tom up 5-4. It's been a back and forth match.
Anybody keeping up or did keep up with the Derby City? It was an exciting year this year. Efron Reyes once again putting on a show. He made it to the top 10, which at 68 years old is just incredible. I mean, just still playing at a very high level. And you got Fedor Gorst taking down the Banks and the 9-ball to win overall.
Yeah.
Master of the table, and Tony Cohen taking down the 1 pocket.
Tony Chohan's one of my favorite 1 pocket players of all time because he's so flashy.
Him and Efron are probably the best 1 pocket players of all time.
And Efren's so good at 1 pocket because Efren's one of my favorite 3-cushion players. I've seen Efren shoot like a 7-rail 3-cushion point.
Well, and a lot of people don't know this, but that's why Efron has that 1%, that extra edge that puts him over the top and separates him from everybody.
Yeah.
Because when he started playing 3-cushion.
Yeah.
Like, that was his game. And he grew up playing 3-cushion, and he learned how the ball moves off a rail more than most people do.
Right.
So whenever
and he excelled at it. He's always been an unbelievable 3-cushion player. And that's why he's able to control the cue ball around the table so well. Look at that.
So when
Look
you
at that.
see him make those crazy escape kick shots or kick safes, I mean, it's
Somebody
just the
needs
knowledge.
to tell Tom that it's Sunday and he can't fire at Banks like that. Dude, they're closed. That was a great shot.
You keep telling us all the banks are closed, but
Dude, they
they're
don't
always
seem to
open.
understand. It's Sunday. But they don't care. They don't care. They're here for the money. So Tom fired that ball in. He's got a decent shot on this too. He's gonna have to decide whether he wants to hold it or kind of play a draw into the 5. He might be able to draw into the 5 as well, but gotta be wary of that top left corner pocket. It's a pretty big scratch if you're trying to roll through this 2-ball and hold it for the cut on the 5. But he's gonna draw it. Look at this. go into it, and that's beautiful. He kind of got unlucky there. He hit that really well. So he's got, I don't know if it banks by the 6. He definitely has a safety to play like 2 rails and bring the cue ball between the 6, 7, and put the 5 ball on the top end rail. Or he can back bank it, but I don't like that. It's too aggressive because if you miss that, the cue ball's coming all the way around the table, and you'll probably leave the 5 ball somewhere close to that top right pocket.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
I'm playing a safety. It's a 2-rail safety. Just try to come between the 6, 7. You might hit the 7, but that might work out okay as well if you get behind the 6. But I'm banking the 5 and trying to put the 5 on the end rail, the top end rail, and put the cue ball on the bottom end rail. And just get your separation and force the issue to your opponent. Either that, or you could put the 5 ball next to the 9 ball and play a side to side.
No, I like what you're talking about.
The first one.
Yeah, putting the 5 on the top side, getting the cue ball back down on the lower right side of the table here.
And I think if you put a little out, see, he tried to play a carom. He went all guns.
He moved every ball on that table except the 6. I mean, that's what we call rearranging the furniture.
Yeah,
right there.
And that's it looks like, I think that's the second time Tom kind of just fired at a ball.
We'll see in the 9 ball, when you fire at a ball, anything can happen.
Yeah. So that ball was hard to hold up. He hit that thick because he was trying to hold it for the 6.
Kind of pushed that ball if you watch it.
And that's why. That's why, because he was trying to hit it real light and hit it a little thick to slow the cue ball down for the 6 on the side. There, I probably would have put a lot of top and come around the 6 for the 6 in the corner. And so Tom has a good angle to play the 6 in the side here. He'll play this 5 ball and play 1 rail back to the middle.
Yeah, this rack is pretty wide open right now. No reason you shouldn't be getting out of this rack.
Yep, you just need to focus on your angle from on the 7 ball to get to the 8.
I'm playing the 6 all the way down now, coming off the side rail and out to the 7.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. You can also draw, hit a little baby. That's a really touchy shot, too, if you want to draw the 6 ball into the side.
Yeah,
and then go 1 rail, or 1, maybe 2 rails.
He is playing it in the side, I think, but I like playing it down here. Even though I do like my side pockets, played it good.
Yeah, he played it past the 7, so he can just roll the 7 in here, too, or play a little stun. Play a little stun. Make sure you get a good angle on the 8 because you don't want to be straight in.
He can just draw right, and this is going to come out for the 8. Nice.
Yeah, he can even draw it all the way to the side rail if he wants to and let his stroke out.
Tim Clark saying, let's go, Adam. Is that the Tim Clark that was here on the Knights division? Had a nice winning streak, and we kicked you out of here because you won too much? Is this the same Tim Clark? I think it is.
Yeah, Tim.
Yeah, Speedy. He actually got bumped up to the Kings division. He's playing too well.
There you go. Never a bad thing. Improving.
Speaking of that, Tim, I don't know. We haven't signed you up for the Kings yet. We got to get you on there.
All right, so he just wants to make sure he maintains an angle on the 8.
Well, he definitely got an angle.
Yeah, he definitely needed to come. If you're gonna roll that ball in like that, you definitely need to come above the 8 and go 1 rail back to the middle of the table. Because that's the only bad thing that could have happened, you know. Even if you kind of clash into the 8, clip it, you're gonna give yourself an angle.
You can walk it all the way down here.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a shot. And the cue ball is probably gonna go 1, 2, maybe 3 rails for the 9, but you can also bank it. That's what he played. Look at this. This is 2 rails never fails. A 2 rail never fail shot, and he's got a cut on the 9. That's why you gotta love 9 ball, man.
Let's see.
That's why Adam hates 9 ball right now, to be honest with you.
Tim says he's back down to a $5.99. We'll give it a day. It'll go back up to 600.
Come play me, man. We'll get your Fogger up there. Play me a couple times, it'll definitely go up, because definitely beat me.
All right, let's see.
All right, so he's going to have to play this cut. This is just a real smooth, long stroke. You don't want to poke this ball because you'll end up hitting it fat. So this one, you just want to make sure you put a nice, smooth stroke all the way through the cue ball, just like that.
Josh Kraus is asking, is there a website to view the list? There is not. That is something we kind of hold sacred here. The only one that has access to that really is myself, Chris G, and Kendall. And if you're asking, are you on the list, I could let you know. Just tell me what division you're in. I'll let you know if you're on the list or roughly how far you are out. Send me a message or let me know in the chat.
Hey, man, we got it. It's kind of a club here, you know. You got to get on the waiting list to get in.
Well, the waiting list for the Knights right now is, I'm going to say it's a year.
Yeah, and between 5 and 600, that's a huge division and pool, you know. That's when you start taking it serious and everybody wants to play. So everybody wants to get out here and play because it's a good spot to test your skills. All right, so we got Tom changing the breakup. He was breaking up from the middle. It looks like he took a little bit off of that break too, and he ended up dry here. And Adam's got to look at the one. I'm not sure how he feels about the combo. If you played this combo, the one ball's going to the bottom left pocket, so you just want to play it at a decent speed to where you know that one ball's going to sit over that pocket. See, he played it pretty tough, and it might come up and sit on the end rail here. I think he can make it.
Yeah, Josh, I got you on the gestures list. You got, let me see, 45 plus whatever I got scheduled. So 45. You got 47 players in front of you plus a week off, so that's 48 weeks at minimum you're looking at if everybody plays. You know, it's hit or miss if people, you know, some people when we get up to their name, they just say, "Oh, I can't play," and you know, we move on to the next one.
Dang, so that's over a year wait list?
Yeah, for Jesters and Knights.
That is exclusive. Wow.
Well, we only play once a week, so you figure you got 47 players. It's 47 weeks.
Yep.
Plus, you know, you got Christmas and, you know, holidays.
Yep.
We got
couple days off.
WISPA coming up. We'll probably be down for that.
It's gonna end up.
Badger State games will probably be down for that. So there's a few off weeks within the year too. So.
Absolutely. No, that's awesome, man. Yeah, I didn't realize that the wait list was that long. That's pretty cool because I definitely want to play too.
If you want to play, put you on the list. But you
Yep.
gotta wait. You gotta wait your turn.
I'll be here next year, I guess. You can catch me in the booth. But
you have to commentate your own match.
no problem, dude. Mic me up.
We'll get you a mic.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Be like, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna shoot the one, follow up 2 rails to get on the 2.
It's
I
like-
scratched. Never mind.
Yeah, my language probably isn't as appropriate for the booth as it is on the table. I probably get a little frustrated with myself. So
see what he does.
I probably
here.
couldn't wear a mic. But he back to the run out here. We got
Back
Tom
to
running.
pool.
We got Tom running them out. He played a nice little combo there. He ended up a little straight, and this 3 ball's really deep. When it's this deep, I always want to play a draw shot. You don't want to get caught playing top because it can die off the end rail. So even there, you see he played a little bit of a draw and inside spin.
So the key to this shot right here is he's got to make the 4 sit in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, play this 4 to like the right side of the 7 and cheat the 7 in.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't want this 4 ball leaking out
Right. And if you did want to, if you, like, where the 7 sits, that's pretty difficult. You got to hit it touchy.
It's about 90% that this 4 leaks out just because of where it's at.
Right.
See,
He hit it so
He
good.
did hit it. Did you see how he hit it?
Yep.
He cheated the 7 in.
It, like, double kissed that.
Yeah.
Double kissed it in. That was beautiful.
So he knew to do that because otherwise the 4 is coming out. So he played that really well.
And the other way you can hit that if you're not comfortable with that, floating it in to cheat the pocket, is you really blast the 4 and get it all the way out.
Really nice getting in between the 5 and the 9 there to really set himself up to get out of this rack now.
Yep, he's got an angle. He's got enough angle to come to the end rail here.
He could just slow roll this and take the long shot on the 6 if he wants to. Or play the 6 in the side even.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't like slow rolling it just because I don't want to end on the end rail. I like to stroke this ball a little bit and at least come 2 rails. 2 rails out, like a floaty
See.
2 rails if I wanted to play it down table.
I don't like moving the cue ball. If I can avoid moving the cue ball, I will. So he moved it a little bit, and now he's good.
He's
fine.
good. He's good. He definitely needs to focus on this shot, but it'll lead him to the 9 ball. Play a little bit of draw here.
But I mean, to me, that's like unnecessary movement. Where if he would have just kind of slow rolled it, he could have played the 6 and been straight
Yeah.
down in the other corner. But there's less movement of the cue ball.
Right.
And any time you can minimize movement of the cue ball, your chances of success go up.
Yeah, and I mean, you can definitely, like, pinpoint where your cue ball ends up a lot better that way as well.
Chris G is doing something funny with our stuff.
Wow, he played a bank there. I'm not sure why he played a bank. I probably would have played it in the bottom right corner and played a little punch draw.
Yeah, this is going to be that was a sellout shot here.
And play a little bit of outside here and come off. He played a straight draw. I like coming off the rail there just because if you play a lot of outside, it'll still come almost like a draw shot, and you can float that ball in.
Chris G just typed in hello in our chat box. It's up to you, Chris G.
Hey, Chris G.
Blue light special.
All right. So we got Adam winning that rack. Tom kind of took a bank shot that I didn't really see too much reward
And that
in.
bank shot was all due because he moved the cue ball, I think,
Yep.
more than he needed to move it.
Yeah,
He
he
coulda
under
just-
or over hit that ball a little bit, I
Yeah,
think.
he could have just slow rolled that and been straight and then just drawn back a little bit for the 9. But yeah, I never like to overcomplicate things on the table.
I mean, for me, I like my rotation game. I do like moving the cue ball a little bit more and playing the balls to the easiest pocket. You know, I don't like taking long down table shots because I feel like it's harder to control the cue ball, and you really got to play a natural path when you're taking shots all the way across the table.
Yeah, if there's a few balls on the table, I get that. But if there's only like 2 balls,
2 balls,
you know,
right?
you don't really got to go anywhere.
Yeah.
You don't have to move the cue ball that much.
But I prefer playing the balls in like their closest pockets if I can, and I'll probably take some risks to get there that I really shouldn't take, to be honest with you.
He's gonna have a little trouble getting to the 2 ball here. See how he fares on this one.
Yeah, I think he can draw this ball and play short side.
He's banking.
Took another bank. That one's good.
Well, he left it
Oh.
in a good spot. I don't think his opponent's gonna have any way to. I mean, he's got to come off the top.
That makes
rail.
you wonder if he was playing a safety there because he almost made the 1 ball, which would have been really bad because then he would have to obviously hit this shot.
Yeah,
But
I would have to say he was probably then playing it safe
yeah, that bank was just
because
probably wouldn't have made
he didn't have to bank that ball.
right.
He could
That
have
wouldn't
shot
have
it
made any
straight in.
sense. You wouldn't have been on the 2. So
Yeah.
really, he got fortunate that 1 ball didn't go in, but he played a really good cue ball, and this is a tough hit.
I don't even know how he's coming at
1,
this.
2, 3. He's trying to
There's-
go 4 rails.
I don't know how it goes 4 rails there.
It's really tough. You got to like bend it. You got to bend that ball 4 rails in order to hit it.
I don't think that goes in 4 rails.
I probably would have came around the other way but he was trying to bend it. So, like, you put left spin off these two, off the top two, and you hit it hard enough for that spin not to take, and then down here it takes and spins up.
Do you realize when you point to the rails,
Nobody can see it but you. Yeah, I do realize that, but it's still hard to explain.
I know.
It's hard to explain if you can point at it. If you guys probably don't really understand what I'm talking about. But
Yeah, that's why I'm bringing it up, because people at home is like, what is he
talking
about?
The left spin through the top and
Yeah.
the top two rails, and you got to hit that ball hard so that it keeps the spin and doesn't die off those two rails. But he gives up ball in hand. It was a tough position. He played a good safety there. You might see another one coming up.
Yeah, I think what he was trying to do is draw to get straight on the 2, so he could follow up to the 3. But yeah, he's probably gonna have to play safe here.
This is gonna end up okay. He'll have the 8 ball. Unless and even if it leaked out, it's gonna be hard to hold for the 3 ball. But he got him. He got him with the 8 ball there. That was a good shot. He can kick here between the 8-4 one rail, and hit the top side of the 2 ball, sending it to the end rail. You don't want to come
It's a long
really
jump,
full.
but you could always jump this.
Yeah, you could jump it in. You're gonna let your cue ball out. That's exactly how you want to hit it. Look, he's gonna get. At least he's not gonna sell out, right? He had a chance to get safety behind the 9 there, and that he hit that kick beautifully. Luckily, he didn't make the 3 ball, but it turned out really good. That's how you want to hit that shot. You're always going to get some kind of separation there.
So, Backroads is asking who won the 8 ball, and it was Brandon View again. So, Brandon is on a tear. I think it was week number 6, was it? Or
Yeah, that was his 6th one in a row.
6 in a row for Brandon. So, he'll be back with us next week.
Yeah, Brandon's not making a lot of mistakes. He's coming out and doing what he has to do to win the matches. I mean, it's not like he's breaking and running, but he's making good decisions.
Avenue Auto says hashtag Team Mod.
Team Mod.
Team Mod.
So he actually went for that 2 ball. It looks like he might get away with it. I think actually he can probably see enough of this 2 ball to make it. And if he can, there is reward in going for that, but you really got to make sure, even though that 3 ball's hanging, you got the 8, 5, 9. So he's there because of that. He just opted to play safe, and that's an okay safe. It's not gonna cost him the rack. He's still gonna force Adam to shoot out of the rack.
Oh, Backroads is asking who won the race to 8 ball between Adam and Tom. I don't think Adam and Tom played it. I don't know, what race are you talking about? Because they're playing 9 ball right now. Is there another match they played beforehand we're not aware of? I'm not sure.
No.
If you're talking about the lag, I know that Adam
Not
or
today,
Tom won
yeah.
the lag to choose the game. So Tom picked 9 ball. I'm not sure quite what you're asking.
No, yeah, they didn't play before here today. But we got Tom at the table here. He's looking at the 2 ball. There's not a whole lot of options. You can, if he can see the 2 past the 7, you can clip the left side of the 2, and bring the cue ball back up table. See, he could see the left side of the 2. That's what I think that was probably a better shot, because you're separating the balls. You're always getting distance. He got away with it because at best I think he left a carom onto the 3 here.
Okay, so yeah, Backroads, when you're looking at the flyer, all the games on there, it's just telling you what the race goes to. So to tell you 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball, and what they would race to, but they only pick one of those games and they'll choose that race. And it's usually the incoming player. So whoever's the current knight, they have to play whatever the opponent wants to play. However, today they were both incoming players because our current knight has had to retire. So they actually lagged, and Tom won. They ended up picking 9-ball, and 9-ball's raced to 14. So
Right. So they only play one set.
yeah, so I can see the confusion there a little bit, I guess. Yeah, if we played all 3 games, we'd be here for. It'd be all day.
It would be a whole weekend thing.
Yeah, it'd be an all day thing.
Which, I mean, I'm not complaining. Hey, let's play all 3. Kendall. No, I'm just kidding. But we got Tom missing that 2-ball. If he made it, he had a good opportunity to get out.
Where's that 9 going?
Oh.
Almost went.
Yeah, and he made the 3-ball there. The 2-ball almost went in the side as well. He's got a cut on the 2-ball, but it's going to be tough to hold for the 4. So this will be a tough shot. You can definitely hold it with some inside and top, but you got to slow roll this ball. So if he tries to play this around table, it's going to be tough. Yeah, so you got to slow roll that ball, and he overcut it a little bit.
Well, he's not going to leave a shot for his opponent, though.
Nope. There's no easy kick at this either. It's not like a 1-rail easy kick because 9-ball covers.
I mean, he could kick in between the 4 and the 6,
the
but
6.
he'll scratch more than likely.
Yeah.
You know?
He's looking at it.
Yeah, but it's so dangerous.
You know, if you were to do that, you would definitely want to put a little bit of draw so it kicks off the rail a little more.
Yeah, and hides behind the 6 even.
Right.
You know? That's probably the shot to take. You know?
Right, if you hit it really full, yeah, because that'll get the cue ball off of the rail a little quicker, a little bit of draw.
I mean, actually, that's really all he has. I mean, unless he wants to get really brave and try to come up off the top rail in between the 5 and the 9 with a crazy amount of spin or something.
Yeah, I see that too.
Or 3 rails. He could
That's
3 rails.
what I was going to say. You actually
3
have
rails.
a 3-rail. If you kick it right next to the side pocket right before it, you can come over there between the left diamond and middle diamond.
Who you see make these 3-rail shots all the time without even thinking about it is Chris Melling.
Dude, that guy is a highlight reel.
Yeah, he is.
He's like built for 9-ball, so
he's just
tying it up. Did he get there? Does that 4-ball? I think that 4-ball is still going to go.
4 still goes.
Getting there isn't too easy because the 6 is pretty big.
He could just draw out above the 6 and cut the 4.
Yeah.
And then that gives him plenty of angle to get to the 5. I mean, I don't like coming off the rail. I'm just drawing here, but you see, again, unnecessary movement there.
That's not going to work out too well. He's got to cross bank if he wants to be aggressive.
Cut that in the side all day.
Yeah.
Cut that in the side.
Dude, not a chance. It doesn't go.
I almost want to bet you again.
I'll take it. That's a cross bank. Or he played his safety. He played his safety there behind the 8. And it's going to work out okay. He's going to sell out a cut to the... Oh, you know what? The 6 block blocks that pocket, so that's going to end up pretty good. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tom fly at the 9 here.
Yeah, I mean, he could very well run into the 9, push it down right into the pocket here.
Yeah, I don't think the 4-ball passes 6. If it does, it's close, and it's... I think Tom...
I'm telling you what.
He's lining it up.
Because there's not much of a safety play here. Might as well take your chance on that 9-ball.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
Well, he went at the 4, and it almost went.
Yeah, I think that 4-ball actually had a chance to go, looking at that shot.
That was a good... I mean, that was a excellent attempt.
Yeah,
he didn't.
Shot. Yeah, it was, and it was half a pocket. I wasn't even sure if it went, but the fact that he hit it like that...
That almost went in the drink.
Yeah, that was close. He caught the point a little bit. It came out okay. But that 4-ball, I think it went the way he hit it. It was close.
Going back and forth here. Looks like Adam's about to tie it back up.
You just need to make sure you don't get caught behind the 8, and because of that, he just drew straight back.
I like that. He's not moving the cue ball.
Yeah.
Just avoid moving it.
It's nice and safe. You never flirt with the 8-ball at all. He'll float this in 1 rail. Yeah, you want to play that. I think he played it with a little bit of top, which adds a little bit of throw, and it makes it hitting that ball a lot harder. You want to play a little bit of a center ball rolling there, and hit it nice and full because you overcut that ball a lot. I overcut that ball a lot. A little bit of top gets you a little bit of throw, and you overcut it.
Well, it's good to see the players are having a good time talking with each other, laughing a little bit. So,
Yeah, I really enjoy that too. I think it's just like the spirit of 9-ball. You know, 9-ball is kind of more of a wheel and deal, let it go, let it loose, and it's always more fun when you guys are just out there, you know, joking around and not taking it too serious.
see if he can get at the 6-ball. It's a tough shot here.
Yeah, he can cut this in either pocket. Just a lot of follow. Make sure you don't scratch.
It's going to be a little tough on the 7 here.
He's going to end up tied up.
Yep.
Those balls are making babies.
Whoa.
That's what my buddy back home from his name was Hopel. He would always say that they're making babies because they're touching. And Hopel was an unbelievable shooter from the Philippines. Kind of showed me around, one of my first mentors, but he would always joke around and say that.
So I'm guessing the cue ball is male.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, but
Envelope.
this is tough. He might just keep this 7-ball on the end rail and clip it. Just clip it.
Got it there.
And it touched the rail. Both of them might get a rail.
And if he could have got the cue ball to the rail, would have been even better.
But it was legal and it didn't sell out. It doesn't go by the 9. There's no bank in the side because it's touching the rail. He can bank this in the corner.
Wow. That's,
I did not think it went, and he just blasted it in.
I did not even see the 7 move. It went at the speed of Jesus. I mean, he really fires this thing in there. Look at this thing. I think it had a vapor trail on it. Yeah,
that was insane.
Our camera just barely picked it up.
And comes in and floats the. Ooh, he gets a little funny on the 9-ball. Gets a little funny. Does he cut this in the bottom left real thin?
Adam's laughing. He's having a good time. I like it.
Man, after you fire a bank in like that.
Yeah, that was. We're gonna take another look at that bank shot, folks.
That was unbelievable.
He
hit that Mach 4.
He's trying to back bank this one. What did you say about the banks being closed?
Dude, they do not care.
Not back banking anymore. Looks like he's cutting over.
He overcut that ball.
That's gonna
sell
out.
Yep. That 9-ball ended up real goofy.
Yeah, we are going to look at that bank shot on the 7 again because I really liked it.
Yeah, and you know, when I hit the banks that hard, because he fired that ball, when I hit him that hard, they jump.
Yeah.
They jump off the rail.
It's on the rail.
It didn't jump off the rail.
It jumped.
Maybe a little bit, but like I'm talking about when I hit it, those bounce off the table sometimes.
You'll watch it jump. It probably about 2 inches. It's so fast it's hard to see.
Yeah.
So take one more look at it.
Yep.
Yeah, it was enough jump. I mean,
and really, if you have like a stiff double kiss, that's one way to avoid the double kiss.
Yeah, it jumps over the
the ball. Yeah,
because it's only needing to jump over about half of the ball.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you gotta hit that so hard, so you can tell he just plowed the ball.
He Hercules the ball.
Yeah, man, we gotta replace the rails after that bank. Somebody replace that that top right rail.
Yeah, we'll go look at it, see if there's a dent in it. No, these are good rails, so.
No, they'll take them. That was insane.
Went in the drink on that one.
Yeah, that's kind of breaking the cardinal rule of 9-balls. Don't scratch on the break. And Adam's got a good chance to pull within 1.
Yeah, especially if you make a few balls and you scratch. Oh.
Yeah, leave a nice wide open table. Yeah, I have no problems here. You just want to get a good angle on the 2.
3 got in the way.
He's still got a shot at it, I think.
He does.
Let's get a top viewer.
Still got a window there.
Yeah, no problems. But you don't. I'm not sure. Okay, so he's gonna play the 3 on the side. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I was
That's
gonna say
perfect.
3 on the side of the 3, maybe past the 7. But
You can stun this 3 ball in and get over for the 4.
tell you what, he gets to the 4 ball here. It's cake and gravy after this.
Yep, he rolled a little further than he wanted to, but he still got a good angle to come between the 6-9 here.
I think he's fine.
Yeah.
What do you mean come between? I think he just rolls above the 6 and plays the 6 down. Why move the cue ball more than you need to? Just come get right above the 6. See, okay. Well,
He got a friendly bump, but
Yeah.
just because that makes the 6 ball a little bit easier.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why all the unnecessary movement? Something could have gone bad.
It makes your next shot. I mean, I definitely, I just don't like shooting down table all day, you know? It's just against my preference. Which you're right. It's easier to control the cue ball for that, and you can probably end up pretty solid and getting straight shots, but you got to shoot down table all day.
Dan Bars says, "Get this Adam."
Yeah.
Well, he's getting this one.
He's getting this one.
Oh, what did we just do to him? We gave him a
And the
curse.
double curse.
Oof. Yeah.
I think he rushed that one.
I'm just
a
gonna
little
blame that
bit.
one on you.
That was my fault for sure, dude. I'm sorry, dude. That was definitely my fault, Adam. If you go back and watch that, I take full responsibility for that.
Oh, it's brutal. He had a perfect run going and just jarred the 7.
And he did leave a good angle on the 8 too.
Yeah, good. I mean, hit the 7, good angle to get up to the 9.
But nonetheless,
We got a new subscriber, Pedro. What's up? Appreciate you joining us.
thank you.
After a few minutes, don't forget to drop in, say hi in the chat. I think it takes about 5 minutes before you're able to chat for some reason, the way it's set up. But welcome to the open stream, and check us out Friday night at 7 o'clock. We also have Mad Apple Extreme, which are our high-level, master-level players, usually 600 rated and above. We got Robbie's been on a tear. I think he's won 4 or 5 in a row now.
Yeah. Yep. And they've been switching it up between 8 ball and rotation too, a little
Yeah.
bit more. All right, we got Tom with this cut on the 8. You don't want to overhit this ball. He didn't.
Hit it nice.
He hit it beautiful. Just nice and easy, and now dead straight 9. I'm not going to say anything because we both got Adam last time. Good stroke. All right, and that's going to make it 8-5. It's still anybody's match at this point. It's only a 3-game deficit, and they're just over halfway. Tom is just over halfway to getting the mark, and really it's been pretty even. Nobody's put a pack together. Not even. Do we have one break and run so far?
Think we've been close. I don't know if we've gotten there entirely. I think we. Oh no, we haven't.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't think we have either. But there's a couple nice runs, you know.
I thought
Definitely
Adam had that last run for sure.
Too many. Yeah, me too. All right, and that's another dry break for Tom. I'm gonna start.
Oh yeah, we
keeping
could
track
keep
of that.
track of the stats. It's kind of hard to do and commentate at the same time.
So we got Adam here running out.
Oh, it's
That
a
was a
good-
good shot.
Yeah, it's a good looking table. Might have to pull back here on the 2 a little bit. Looks like he's going forward though.
No, nice pop shot, come off the rail. He put a little bit of outside right there, and that was beautiful. Here you just don't want to overstroke this ball and end up blocked by the 7. If you underhit this, you'll be okay.
It's going to be pretty routine to come around for the 5.
Yeah, he'll take a little bit longer of a shot on the 5.
Ooh, he overcooked it.
Just a little bit, yeah. He can go forward for the 6 on the side, and then you got to go up and down the table for the 7. The 6 to the 7 is the key of this rack. And see, he would have had to come like 2, maybe 3 rails to short side. You got to play the 7 in the top left, or in the side pocket, because everything goes in the side.
John Keys says this commentator is spectacular. Well, thank you. I don't know if you're referring to Kyle, myself, or us together. I think it would be
Spicoli.
together.
Yeah,
Spicoli?
Dude. Yeah, just Spicoli.
We'll go with Spicoli.
Ooh, look at that. It fell. Look at that. It fell in.
It had the bank.
He's pretty straight on the 6. He's moving the wrong side of the 7 here, so he'll play this under the 7 and maybe take a cut to the 7 on the side, or he can draw back and play a real lock-up safety on the 9 and bank the 7 away. I think I like banking the 7 away because it's tough to get on the 7 to get to the 8 in the side.
I can't really get a gauge on the angle. If he draws, it's going to go into the 9 or to the left side.
I think it'll pop out between them.
Oh, see, yeah.
And he just, look at this. He banked it in.
Wow. That is, we're going to take another look at that shot.
He was jacked up over the 9 and banks that ball in.
Yeah, let's take another look at it. That was risky. He was risking it for the biscuit.
And he played it perfect. Look at that.
Yeah, that is nice. That is
He played that so good. And that's a super aggressive play there. You know, that's a real hard shot and super hard to get shape for the next ball. You know, your percentage of even making that bank when you're not jacked up, just to play shape is pretty small.
I'm going to draw out here just a skosh for the 8. He can play the 8 all the way down. Or I like playing the 8 in the side, personally.
Yeah, so if I'm playing the 8 in the side, I'm honestly going to draw back to the end rail or to the side rail to ensure I have the correct angle.
Yeah, and then you can just play the 9 in the top right corner there. Ooh, he's playing one pocket here. Now you can just roll up, it works too.
He had a lot more angle. It's hard to tell how much angle they have when the balls are that close. So he obviously had enough to just kind of pop that one down table, and now you can just roll this ball in real easy.
He gets out here, it's going to be the biggest lead of the game.
Yeah, and he's creeping towards the end here.
Looks good.
Yep, no problems. That was a really impressive bank, and that was a really impressive 7 ball. I didn't think he had that much angle, and he got a lot of action out of that 7 ball. To get nice and straight on the 8 and make it easy on himself.
What? He doesn't like something here. What does he not like? Scratching in the cross side?
This is just another one of those things where he's settling his nerves, right? Mm. You can tell he doesn't. It's one of those things where you don't want to fuck.
Envelope.
Forget. You don't want to forget to.
You didn't finish it.
You don't want to mess up on that 9 ball. You really want to make sure that you're focused in that, like, if you jump or nervy on that ball at all, it becomes an issue. And he's trying to get out of his head right there.
Well, it worked, whatever he did, because he got the 9 ball down, take a 4-game lead, 9-5, race to 14.
And I think you see that more with the rotation because you take a lap, you settle your nerves, you allow yourself to get away from the table, and don't stay over the shot. You know, if you stay over that shot is when you let your mind get into your stroke. So he took a lap, he made sure, and really stepped away from the shot to make sure he just lined it up like any other shot. And so that's really what you're doing on that last ball, because I think you get more jitters on a rotation game than an 8-ball match. Because if you miss the last ball, that's the only ball on the table, you know, it's a do-or-die shot. Whereas,
look at this break. He's got good control of the cue ball on the 1, balls down.
He dressed the 1 ball up well. This is a really good-looking rack to run out.
Yeah, 3 to the 4 is probably the toughest thing.
That's going to be the biggest issue.
Everything else is gold here.
Yeah, I like being kind of parallel with the 3 ball and running it 2 rails to get under the 4. Instead of having to draw, so you're not looking to get straight in on the 3. You want a little angle. Or you could play it upstream. Here, he's got an angle to play the 3 ball up table between the 7 and 8.
Does it go between the 7 and 8? It's tight.
It's tight, but I think it goes. I think from the left side camera view, you can see the straight on view that'll squeak by.
Or run into the 3 and take care of it just like that. Oh,
Now it doesn't
did
go.
you see that? That 3 was on a good line,
And
and I
it kind of
think
drifted off to the left, huh?
it did. Something happened. We're gonna take a look at that again.
That's really interesting because if he played it upstream, he was obviously trying to go between.
Watch this 3
those
ball.
balls.
Watch it. It was drifting on a good line.
Yep, it hit something right there.
Yeah.
You can go give the table a brush. Because it doesn't look like it's like a. It looked like an abrupt turn.
Yeah, I mean,
this
it
is
was
a good safety here. Oh, that's a lock up safety. There's no. I mean, even the 1 rail kick is pretty hard because of the 8 ball. You still have to hit the outside of the 3 ball. I like coming 2 rails around this around the 8 ball just because you have a full 3 ball to aim at. That's what he's gonna go. He's gonna go 2 rails. Put a
I don't know if
draw.
I'm saying this right. Is it Junkez or Junkies?
He's got a chance.
I can't
Look at this.
just spell it phonetically
That's
for
gonna be
me.
a good hit.
But at the table right now is going to be Tom.
Tom is stepping up to the table, and he's up
Correct.
9 to 5.
Correct. And then so he did. He got a good hit. Did I just miss something?
Yeah. He was trying to play 2 rails. Adam ended up going under the 3 ball, past it, and then came another 2
Wow.
rails to hit a
So-
4 rail dead on.
So he escaped to jail, which is good because ball in hand, I think Tom's out of this rack.
Yeah, he's still, honestly, it's still a sellout because this
It's
leads
wide
to the
open.
rest. Yeah. It's a pretty straightforward rack, but obviously anything is better than ball in hand.
Yeah, he definitely don't. I mean, he's got a little angle here. I don't know. He's going to try a slow roll up to the 4 here.
Yeah, you play a little top, a little inside.
Inside.
if you want to be super.
Yeah, a little inside, perfect. Got close to his work, but that's okay. He's got enough room.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
can do
enough
anything he
separation.
wants. He
Yeah.
can do anything he wants with this ball, really. He can even play between the 5-9 if he wants to feel frisky. But then you might clip the 5 and end up funny.
I think he's going to have to. I'm trying to play the 5 in the same pocket here, I think.
Yeah, I don't mind that, but you know what, dude? I might even just pop this and almost use the 9 as a stopper and play the 5 in the opposite top corner.
Yeah, that could work too.
Just because if you run into the 5 or the 9 in a rolling shot, it could end up a little funny. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, he can still see the 5. He's got a cross bank here, but it's not a high probability shot.
I mean,
It's makeable.
I think he's going to fly at the 9 here. It can go on the side if he kicks at
You
it.
know what? Yeah, it could.
But it looks like he's just going to cross bank it like you said.
Cross
This is
bank.
going to sell out. Oh, you know what? It might not even get there. He hit that really good speed. I think he played a safety more than anything there and just tried to play end rail to end rail, which he accomplished really well.
If he can see this full enough, he could just return it and leave that cue ball parked behind the 9. If he can see it full enough. I don't know if he can for that.
Yeah, that's a hard shot to do, too,
Yeah.
because if you don't hit it thick enough, you end up not getting the distance, and if you hit it too thick, you get a double kiss. See, I like that shot. If he hits it a little harder, he got a good chance with the 7. But there, I think I'm just playing a real simple safety, and I'm not trying to hook my opponent and play a lock up. There, you kind of just want to get out of the inning, and hopefully you come to the table. You don't want to give them nothing easy, and you want to come back to the table with a better opportunity to play a better save.
Well, I think everything from here is going to be pretty easy.
Yeah, this is the key shot here. If you make this, you should be okay.
Don't
7 to the 8's a little funny
don't
too.
move the cue ball too much.
7
Got
to
it.
the 8 was funny there too. But obviously he rattled that ball, overstroked it a little bit.
So I'm putting inside, rolling up just past to where the 8 is.
I like that.
You know, just get that nice little angle on the 7 to
Yeah.
shoot out to get on the 8.
You definitely don't want to end up too straight on the 7.
Yeah, just don't roll too far back down table and,
I think that's better than ending up straight on the 7.
yeah. See, he's going to be
That's
perfect.
just fine. beautiful.
Yeah.
He's got perfect angle to pop out here to the middle of the table and play the 8 in the top right and the 9 in the top left.
Yeah, the 8 did leak out a little bit more, so he's got to actually come across the table even more than he wanted.
Exactly, and you want to be real smooth with this stroke. If you overstroke this ball, you could rattle it just like Tom did. Real smooth. See, he hit that so smooth. That cue ball's just floating into the position there.
Mark Bell is asking what the race is to. Mark, you know that you can see the race on the bottom of the screen. It says 14.
This is race 14. Bet your horses.
Mark is one of our regulars here. Ding. He's playing today in the 8-ball tournament. You still here, Mark? I don't see you. Where you at? Oh, there he is. He's over there on the bleachers watching.
Oh, there you go.
All right, so is that Adam getting the game back?
Yes, sir. That's going to make it 6-9. He's trailing by 3. Obviously, we see Tom only needing 5. So I really think this upcoming game, this is a big game. If you have a 4-game deficit going in and your opponent only needs 4, it's kind of, you got to win double the amount. So this is a big game. If you can pull within 2 here, it's a lot easier than coming back from a 4-game def.
Yeah, the closer it gets, you got to start tightening it up.
Yep.
I'd say by the time, one player's at 10, you don't want to be down by 4 in a race to 14. You want to keep it as tight as you can. Oh, it's a nice looking break. Where's he going to be at on the 1 ball? He's gonna have a shot.
He has got to look at it. He's got to look at it. I don't think there's a scratch. If you make this ball, you're going to run into the 4, which there still might be a scratch because of how thin you got to catch this 1 ball.
Yeah, possibly.
So offensive is hard to say here. He can bank this ball cross corner and put a little top and come out to the middle of the table for the 2.
Or he could send the 1 ball 3 rails and just play safe.
Yep, I like that a lot too. That's really safe. Nothing can go wrong there, really. Looks like that's what he's going to do.
2, 3.
He might. Oh, you know what?
He was
That
just trying to
5
bank
ball. The 2 is going to go by the 5. I didn't think it did, but he double looking at it. That's what he played for. He played for the bank and then the 2 in the top right.
Mark says, make it smaller for the blind people. Mark, put your glasses on.
Yeah. He's got a cut on the 1 here. It's kind of sitting on a scratch if you catch the thick side of the pocket. So you want to overcut this ball. If you overcut it and miss it, you leave it on the end rail. It's pretty safe. And if you overcut it and make it to the thin side, you got a good chance of getting short side on the 2. He took a fly at the 9.
That was risky.
He's going to get away with it. Yeah, he got away with it. That 1 ball doesn't cut. Pretty easy kick off the side rail here. You can go above the side pocket, or you can kind of play off the point if you wanted to.
Yeah, he come back, kick for it into the side. I think that's the shot I'm going with.
Yeah, around the 5.
No, I'm just kicking off the bottom rail into the
bottom rail here
into the side, because if he misses, it's going to end up safe anyway.
Yeah, I like that, kicking towards the 3.
Oh, but you got to hit it.
You just got to make sure you. And if he clipped that ball, there's a good chance he made it.
Yeah, making it, and again, if you miss it, then the 1 rolls up behind the 3
behind
anyway.
The 3, yeah.
But now, you got to risk it for the biscuit, and he didn't get the biscuit, so.
yeah, he gave it a shot, no doubt. Even missing on the other side might have been okay, where you might come like between the rail and the 1 ball. That's still a pretty safe kick too. Just got to make sure you hit that 1 ball.
So 2 goes past the 5, so probably see just a stop or about a half-inch draw here.
2 to the 3 is the problem.
Yeah, where's the 3? He's got to get above the 3.
Yep.
So.
Which between the 4-7 is a window, or you can play the cue ball, like draw the 2 between the 2-3, or the 3-4, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got to get that window between the 4 and the 8.
Yeah.
And then play the 3 down, which see if he can.
Or like I said, you can draw it. You can draw it between the 3-4. See that? He can draw it between the 3-4, come off the end rail.
I think he just draws this up off the top rail.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I think he'll play a straight draw here, and even he might even come off the top side of the 4, and the cue ball ends up drifting over by the 3, and play like a really straight drop. Well, actually, looking at it again, he might have too much angle. He might have to play the end rail.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Draw it up to that top rail, past the spot, and then you got the window between the 4 and the 8. I mean, if you're coming in between the 3 and the 4, that's a lot can go wrong. You just go up to that top rail. See, again.
That was straighter than I thought.
Yeah,
he should have went between the 3-4 there, I think.
Yeah. Well, he's got a combo here, or he can play a dead safe here.
He did straighten up the combo.
Yeah, he's got a nice safe shot here.
And that's going to come off the end rail, creep up tight towards the 8 a little bit. That was a great shot. There is a 1 rail kick between the 7-8, pretty easy. But there's no telling how this ends up.
It's going to end up good because he's going to make it. Nope.
It was close. I think it clipped the 5 at the end. Now this 3-ball cuts in the side.
Yeah, you got to cut this in the side, but you're going to be tough on the 4.
Yeah.
Depending on where you float to.
Definitely trying to avoid crashing into the left side of the 5.
I think you can get straight into the 5, use it as a stopper almost.
Straight into the 5 is good, but
Yeah.
if you hit the left side of the 5, it's no good. So you might want to put a little outside spin to throw the 3-ball in and create that angle to hit hit it a little full.
Yeah, he
See,
just missed the 5.
scratching. He's scratching.
That was critical. That's going to cost him a game, I think.
Yeah. Adams just got to hold his nerve and connect the dots. The 5-ball does not pass the 8 or the 9 in the top, though. So this is the key shot, getting good on the 5 to get to the 7. Because the 7 to the 8 is easy, the 8 to the 9 is easy. Just get good on the 5-ball here so you know you got a shot at the 7.
Yeah, I like getting the ball up to the top of the table here because then you can play the 5 anywhere you want, really.
Well, yeah, it doesn't go by the 9 or the 8, so you have to go that way. He got there.
Spun it up nice.
He got there, but this is a weird angle.
Yeah, weird angle to get back to the 7, kind of.
I like straight top with a little bit of right hand inside spin.
Yeah, that's what he's going to
Come straight across the table. Just make sure you don't overhit this ball and scratch.
Oh, he put enough inside for sure.
Yeah.
See how much inside he got on that?
Yeah, he got a lot of action. A little too much.
Yeah, most people when they put that much on the ball, they don't account for the deflection, and Adam did really nice accounting for the deflection on that and made the shot, and wow.
He tried to cheat the pocket to get a little straighter on the 8 there.
It's crazy how he can make that shot that he just made with all that inside and then miss that ball.
Yeah.
Because that was the duck.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. There you don't want to cheat the pocket too much. You would rather just take the cut on the 8. And I think he tried to get a little straighter on the 8 and overcut that 7 ball, and that's why it bobbled. He hit it on the left rail, and then it bobbled 3 rails and came right back out. And so Tom here, he's just got to try to hold this cue ball. I like to put a little bit more than a little bit, probably, that maybe a tip of left hand spin to hold the cue ball out in the middle of the table so you don't have too thin on the 8. But yeah, see, he ended up a little thin on this 8 ball.
Oh, he's good though.
This is good. This is going to lead to the 9, but you definitely need to focus on cutting this 8 ball clean. You can hit this ball
See what he's doing there? Look
real
what he's
easily.
doing with his hand. He's doing something to figure out the angle here. I'm gonna ask him about that.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Because I do it by using my stick, and I see a lot of people they just use their stick. He's like putting a crosshair over the ball.
Yeah. He's like drawing the line with his stick and then the tangent line with his hand.
Yeah,
and see, he trickled it in, but the tendency with that shot is to hit it thick, like he did. He made the ball, but when you're that thin of a cut, and you're not trying to, you're trying to kind of contain the cue ball and not let it go too far, you end up hitting that cut shot a little thick a lot of the time.
All right.
But he ended up great. It should be a 10-6 match right here.
This is to get Tom into double digits, and that he does. Taking the lead, 10-6.
Yeah, that was beautiful. He's really using all the pocket and controlling the ball pretty well. Not making too many mistakes.
Yeah, let's watch the 8 trickle in. Really like the speed he played. Yeah, he did hit it a little thick there.
Yep, and that's what I'm saying. Whenever you have to play, if you play that ball with a little more speed and a little less topspin, it'll slide in. It'll cut the ball a little more. You don't get as much throw and as much drag off of that contact with the cue ball object ball, and you won't hit it as thick. But when you have to hold the cue ball like that, it definitely creates a little bit of friction, and that's where you get that throw, and that's what causes it to come up thick a lot.
I
So
don't see anything drop.
gotta cream that ball in when you hit it.
You can see a piece of the 1. Not much he can do. He's gonna have to place. I could get the cue ball behind the 2 and the 3 here, or the 7, like somewhere over in that area.
This is okay. This is okay. He didn't give up any offensive shot. Now he gave it looks like the whole 1 ball.
Yeah, he's got the whole 1.
And so I like playing. You can either clip this 1 ball on the left side or hit it real thick and try to play behind the 2-3.
Uh-oh. Think he leaked. Oh, no, he's okay.
That's okay. He left an edge. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of an edge, but there's no real aggressive safety that he can play here either. So he'll probably just try to get this 1 ball on the left side of the table.
Well, he might get it behind this 5-7, all that business over there, by the 5 and the 7.
Yep. Yep, he hit that pretty sweet. And really, he got fortunate. That was tough to plan. He kind of just made an educated guess there, and it turned out in his favor. He hit it really pure, though. Like, it was good speed, good spot on the 1 ball to hit.
That's going to be ball in hand. He hit the 5.
Yep, that was Tom shooting the jump shot.
Tell you what, the table's kind of a mess right now.
It sure is.
So I think what he does here is he replaces the 7 with the 1, and then he plays the 1 again in the same pocket.
You know what?
Busting out
That's
everything.
1 foul. I don't mind trying to play the 3 foul. I'm not sure if they're playing 3 foul, but he's on 1 foul. You can really lock the cue ball up and leave the 1 ball by another ball.
Oh, here you go.
He might have thought that 2 ball might go the way he played that.
Well, he can really rearrange the furniture here.
Yeah, this will be in it. Well, the 1-7 combo's there.
Oh, he didn't. I don't know why he did not want to move that 3, the 2, the 4.
Yeah, with like a bunch of top inside right. And really come into that 3 ball full off of that rail. That's still a gamble. This is a tough. No, you know what? He can see enough. Almost see it. So he might even play this 1 ball off the 5. That might go.
I don't know if he can get there.
Like a kick. Like kick under it, you know?
Possibly. Wow, he almost didn't even need the 5.
I don't even think you can make this ball. How do you make the 1 ball here?
You can't. You can't see that ball at all.
Might have to play like an intentional foul or something here.
You know what? I would just knock that 1, because if you give ball in hand and he gets an opportunity at this 1 ball, he can fix this mess. If you have ball in hand and you're shooting a 2 ball right now, what are you going to do with it?
Right.
You know?
It's
You probably see an intentional foul here.
That was a foul, I believe.
That was definitely
You know
a foul.
what? It was close. It was actually really close.
No.
It might have been a good hit.
Hopefully I got the replay in time, but
The way the cue ball reacted, it might tell me
watch.
it's a good hit.
It hit the 5 all day. Look at the top overview. That's the 5 all day.
It's close. I think it's closer than we think, just because of how the cue ball reacts.
Well, they're not going to call a foul on it.
He's playing the jump shot. This is going to be tough to even get a look at the 2 if he plays the jump. If you hit this ball full, you can end up under being hooked on the 4-5. So you
We'll just have to go straight to safe, which I think you can push the 2 up and hide behind the 3. That's going to be a foul.
And he kind of broke, you know what, he broke those balls up, but he just retied them. So that was pretty fortunate. He's definitely got a chance to go into those balls. It's kind of risky because it's kind of like the same instance in 8-ball when you break up the balls. You always want an insurance ball, but he's going to try to do it.
It did not draw the way he planned.
Nope.
Somehow there was only a cue ball size hole between the two and the rail, and somehow he found that hole.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, looking at this shot, it's not impossible that 2-ball goes in the bottom right.
It's tough, but yeah, it's there.
If he can see enough of the 2-ball, if the 3-ball's not blocking it enough, it definitely goes. I think he's got a chance to make it.
We'll see. See how good he hits it.
Easy to overcut that ball. Look at that. He hit it full. So he caught too much of the 2-ball. So you could definitely see enough of it to make it, which would have been a great shot. But we got Tom coming to the table. He's got a little bit of an awkward 2-ball. You want to... Yeah, see, that's kind of weird how he lines that up. You definitely have to talk to him about how he's lining that up. But I think you want to slow roll this 2 in and hold for the 3 upstream. Any angle on the 3-ball is going to get you to the 4. Even if you're dead straight, you can just pop it in and play the 4 on the side. So I think you definitely want to hold it. You don't want to flirt with going between them or trying to navigate too much. Just nice and slow. Yeah, see? That's
Perfect.
beautiful. Really. He could play this in the side. You're going to have to hit a little low, so it makes it a little bit of smaller pocket. Or you can see he's lining up lining up the side.
See, I go all the way up top.
And play a top
Yeah,
spin.
come off the rail just like that.
That's beautiful. That's exactly how that's how you want to play that shot.
Yeah.
And he hit it good. He hit it beautiful. Now this is just a stop shot for the 5 in the bottom right. But you definitely want to leave yourself an angle to get under the 9-ball for the 6. That's going to be the key to this rack, is getting under the 9-ball, making sure that either way you definitely want to get under the 9-ball. It's too much of a thin cut to play above the 9. So just pop this 4 in, and I think if you hit a stop shot, you'll have the correct angle to kind of punch between the rail and the 9.
He's taking his time. He's thinking about it.
Yep, and he's taking another lap around the table, looking at all of his angles. He's looking at the... I think he's looking at the 5 in the side.
It's like the tournament's getting smaller and smaller as folks start getting eliminated, getting down to the final
He's going
rounds.
to play the 5 in the side here. The 5 in the side is okay. You just got to make sure you roll through it. You don't want to let up on the 4-ball, because if you end up short, you're going to have to go 3 rails, which makes that side pocket pretty small when you have to hit it in that speed. So give this a good amount of top spin. Make sure you get the correct angle. And
he's good.
That's perfect, but
yeah.
he kind of could have just stopped the cue ball there, but he decided to go 2 rails and end up in the same spot, which is perfect. This is exactly where you want to be.
Paper's with us again. He's got us up on the big screen. Liking the TV balls. There's a bright pink 4 balls, a dead giveaway.
Yeah, and it's nice with 9-ball. It's not a crowded table. That needs to slow up a little bit.
He's going to lock on it. Nope, he's good.
Nice friendly bump. So now he'll play the 6 in the corner, and he's probably got enough angle to come up between the 8 and 9 and play the 8 in the same pocket as the 6. If not, he can just kind of dead roll this ball in and play the 8-ball upstream or in the side. But I think the easiest pocket for the 8-ball is the top left corner, the same as the 6. Yeah, that's what he tried to play. He tried to go around it.
Can still cut this 8 in the upper right corner there.
Just past the 9.
Yeah, just kind of kill this ball like a kill draw. Just draw it back a little bit and play the 9 in the same pocket.
I actually like letting my cue ball out a little bit and going 3 rails.
No. If I only need to move my cue ball 3 inches, I'm moving it 3 inches.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's a little bit more angle than you like to just try to kill it. See, 1, 2, 3. He's watch outside pocket.
I'm going to say he got away with one there.
Yeah, I agree. He hit that a little harder than I would have. You want to float that ball 3 rails so that you stay above it, because you always would rather be above that 9 ball if you're cutting it in the corners than below it.
Bob says TV balls are a bad choice in his opinion. Tell us why you think. What don't you like about the TV balls? Playing with them or watching them? I'll tell you, I know some people don't like playing them, like that young player, Tate.
Yeah.
Was playing Shane Van Bonen.
Yeah.
He accidentally hit the wrong ball in.
He played the 5 instead of the 4 because the 5's purple.
Yeah.
But in our set, at least the 5's orange. So that's good. You know, the 5's traditional, but that purple 5 definitely will get to you if you're not used to it. This is a thin cut. You've got to focus and bear down.
Got it.
He rolled that beautiful. And it's going to be 11-6.
Okay, it's starting to get to out of reach territory. It's doubled up at this point now.
Yeah, this is where if you're Adam, you're starting to take the games kind of 2 at a time, right? You want to win the next 2, get to the table and get out, and then put the pressure on them in the next rack and win that one. Because if you're looking at 8-11, it feels much more manageable than where you're at, and you're not trying to shoot for the stars and say I'm going to come back the whole way. You just got to battle back game by game. So in my mindset here, I take it 2 at a time.
Yeah, that's how I used to think about stuff. I remember it is a mindset type of thing, you know.
Great break.
Like
one ball's going to dress up.
When I was in the military and I was in deployment, you'd be out for like 7 months, 8 months at a time.
Yep.
But instead of thinking about, oh, we got 7 months to go or 8 months to go, I would just break it down by like paychecks. Like, it's 14 paychecks.
Yep.
You know, like 14 is a much smaller number than 7 months. Like, for some reason.
You just say just 2 weeks till I get paid.
Yeah.
You know, looking forward to something.
Take it a few weeks at a time.
That was a beautiful kick. That was a beautiful kick. He couldn't see the 1 ball. He hit a great break. Tom did. And 2-5 unfortunately blocked him, but he played a beautiful kick safety there.
Well, Paper says he likes them because the 4 and the brown is better on the eyes. And I got to agree with him. I like when they're on TV, I like the colors because you can distinguish, especially the 4 and the 8, where if you got the purple, it's sometimes on our monitor or the way our cameras work, it's sometimes you confuse the 8 with the 4, you know?
And sometimes you can confuse the 2 and the 4 too.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty dark, deep purple where it kind of can look blue, you know, to a lot of people who might have like a little bit of colorblind issue.
Yeah, these, I mean, I can distinguish these balls all day.
Yeah, it's so clear cut. I agree. I really prefer these, even when I'm playing. But we got Tom here with ball in hand. The key here is the 2 to the 3. The 9 ball's a beach ball. The 4-7's a beach ball. I like this path. He's probably going to go 2 rails between the 4 and 9.
Yeah, he's going to have to put a little bit of a stroke on it to get there.
Yeah.
And he's got to watch that he doesn't go on the side.
I really like this shot, though. It's one that you can let your stroke out. You don't have to do too much. Your tangent line gets you there. You hit it real good.
Kind of.
This is going to end up safe.
Yeah, I wonder if he must have been playing safe there because there's...
Yeah, I think so.
Not really
He didn't play for a bank because he didn't play shape for the 3.
Yeah, not at all.
So he probably thought he was a little too full to have an angle to go around the table to get to the 3 and just play to safety.
I don't think he's...
1 real kick. Just got a chance to go in.
I don't think he's going to hit it.
Yeah, he played that quite wide. And this is much more manageable, 2 to the 3. Now the 3 to the 4 is kind of an issue as well. Or as
No,
well.
The 4 goes past the 7, so I think it's going to be pretty easy for him.
Yeah, but you want the correct angle to get back to the 5.
Yeah, just get the cue ball right off the top rail, about an inch or so. That's on you guys. You guys were supposed to. They're asking about 3-foul rule.
That's up to you guys.
What's the default on? You never negotiated. What's the default?
It's between you guys.
If you want to play, ask them that.
Yeah, so they didn't really negotiate if they were playing 3-foul or not. I mean, typically 9-ball you play 3-foul.
Yeah.
10-ball, you. I mean,
I still play 3-foul and 10-ball as well.
Yeah, some people do, but it's usually they don't. That's something you on 10-ball. I think you would negotiate with 9-ball. It's usually
It's pretty clear cut that you play
more of
3-foul.
a given, but
yeah. I think they'll probably play 3-foul.
well, I mean, generally when you play 9-ball, it's part of the game.
Yeah.
3-foul, so I would think they're playing for it.
If
We'll
they
see.
don't play 3-foul, that really actually can change the strategic side of it, you know, and one of these guys can say, well, I don't like it. I don't mind taking fouls, you know. It's like, I don't mind tying balls up and taking fouls and making him try to run out at hard racks. And that's why the 3-foul is really there, so that you don't just tie balls up all day because you don't have a shot, you know.
Well, I'm gonna think just because he's not playing safe off the bat, they're not playing 3-foul. Because he's gonna make this shot. I think you want to roll up just like an inch off the top rail here, so you got a little angle to come out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna be on. Yeah, well, he's
That's good.
right there. Yeah, because now he can
That's nice.
inch off the rail. Perfect.
Mm.
Now he can come right out for the 4 in the same pocket.
Put a nice follow stroke, but like I said, you just don't. This is going to end up a little further from the 4-ball than you like, so you want a good, easy angle
I think
to
he's
get
gonna-
to the
He'll
5.
be fine on the 4. He's got to drop the 3 though. He had a perfect.
Yeah, he hung it.
Oh.
This is no easy shot to get to the 4, though.
Yeah, it's deep in the pocket. I'm drawing this
You
one.
have to draw this ball. He's going to get stuck in the pocket. Yep, see?
It killed.
That ball will die every time.
Yep, it killed.
Yep, you got to hit some kind of draw. Even if you're going around the table, you got to hit some kind of draw, or at least not top. That's going to scratch. That's kind of a careless scratch, if I'm being honest. You can really clip that 4-ball and come off the rail, or hit it real full and come off the 8-ball.
He was just trying to create some separation, but didn't really take into account where that ball was going. It just
Right,
went in
you
the
really
drain.
got to line that one up before you let it go. Or you can really clip it soft, because that 7-ball easily made it to the rail. So he might have overhit it, or he hit it a little thick.
So me, I'm playing. I got the ball in hand. I'm playing a draw shot to the 5. Some people take the longer shot, roll up to the 5, but
Well, what about the 4-ball on the side?
you could do that and follow it up as well. I
Yeah.
just like taking it in the corner and just drawing back a little bit.
Yeah, I think I would probably roll through.
He's going for a 4-9 combo. This I don't like. This is a risky shot. There's a lot of distance between the 4 and the 9 and the 9 in the pocket, so anything could go wrong here.
He drilled it.
Drills it, so I guess that was the right shot.
Yeah, there's no arguing with that. It's definitely there. I mean, it's a lower percentage shot, but if you're comfortable with it, you know.
He lined it
There's
up
no
good. I mean, it was
problem.
dead straight, but still, that's not a give me.
Right, that's definitely, like I said, it's at this like, we're not pros, you know, and a pro is going to take the run out every time. But just because they know how to get around and play their percentages so well, and they're just so accustomed to it that
Yeah, and that was only a 4-ball run out, really. So
yeah.
I think you're better off going with the run out there.
Exactly. Unless you just feel like you're so confident
If
down
you're
over that combo.
Yeah, if you're feeling that shot, I go for it. You know, I
And
don't know if I'm ever feeling that shot.
it's just obviously a much lower percentage shot.
Well,
So we got a
push shot coming.
successful break, but no look at the 2.
Yeah, it's probably gonna push up here.
Yeah, you got to push. This is the
I'll tell you where I'm pushing right now. If I'm a jumper and I
Yep.
can jump,
Yep.
I'm pushing right over there to the 6.
right into the 6.
Oh, see, he's going to sell this one out.
He left it open, but I think
Yeah, he's kind of setting him up on a path to nowhere.
you're kind of
You know?
gambling whether or not he can get on this 3-ball. Because there's a window between the 8-6 where you can land, almost where he's at now, maybe a little deeper, but getting from the 2 to that spot is tough. And I'm not 100% sure if that 3-ball passes the 6. So,
I don't think it does.
yeah, it's super close. Either way, it was a daring push shot. He might run into it right here.
Nope.
So now he might be hooked.
He's going to have to kick at it here.
He might have an edge, like just an edge. See,
He can
he's
kick
got
off
he's
the
got
top
an edge.
rail.
He's got an edge. He'll clip this 3-ball and play safety. Don't overhit this ball trying to get the cue ball distance. Yeah, because it'll leak out. See, he hit that good speed.
Yep, it's leaking a little bit.
A little bit.
Tom can see it.
But like if I'm trying to play the cue ball to the end rail, that 3-ball will make it all the way to the corner pocket. So he didn't do that. He didn't sell out. He left an edge. This one's a harder safety because you're clipping that 3-ball closer to that corner pocket. So if it gets away to you, gets away from you, easier to sell out a shot on the 3-ball.
Probably going to see a nice little
Nice
turn.
slow.
Oh,
He missed it. It was close.
And busted up the balls.
That was the correct shot if you clip it. You know, I didn't mind kicking under the 6 there either.
He could roll. I mean, if he wants to get really aggressive here, he could roll out for the 4-9 combo.
Yeah.
You know, but I think you can run this out relatively easy here.
Yeah, I like the run out, but you know what? This angle he's shooting at, you might be right. See?
Oh, he is rolling out to it.
Well, you know what? He got as good as he could get on it.
Yeah. I just didn't think.
This is pretty dead. Just make sure you focus on it.
This is the same shot.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Those aren't easy.
And that was the same shot that Tom had earlier. It's almost the same exact combo.
Yeah.
The same pocket.
Yep.
I just, I think the run out there is just safer.
It's safer, no doubt. I mean, he didn't give up a easy 4-ball here, but if this 4-ball goes, the rest of the rack is pretty simple. So bear down and make this 4-ball. I like to put a little bit of outside with this.
Hit it nice.
Yeah, dead center. Didn't even touch the rail. Dead center. He did end up a little straight and a little far on this 6-ball. So you might see a big stroke.
He's got a little angle.
You're still going to see a pretty big stroke.
Yeah.
Whether he wants to follow it, then you got to watch out for the 8. You don't want to hit the 8-2 full.
I don't think he's following. He's going to have to draw out of this.
And that's a big stroke, too.
Yep. He's got it, though. I've seen him do it.
Yeah.
So there he's going right at the bottom.
Yep. Stun draw.
Yep.
It's so pretty.
He actually drew it perfect. Did he get straight? He might have got straight.
If he got straight, there's still a power draw.
Yeah, he might have to power draw off the rail.
And the 7-ball, it's close to the side pocket or to the corner to pocket, but if you try to cheat it too much, it's going to bobble.
Let's see. I mean, it's tough, like from where we're sitting, to see where this ball is going to go. So
yeah, if there's any angle.
Yeah, so I can't tell really from our vantage point. Okay, so that right there tells me he did have a little bit of angle to play with.
Yeah.
And now he's just baby tapping this 8 in and 9 in the side.
9 in the side. Nice, smooth, creamy stroke, nice and silky.
Yeah, the only thing you want to do is just get this ball off the rail.
Yeah.
I mean, just don't leave it on the rail and you'll be fine.
And with a good stroke, there's no way. Just don't poke it in. Good follow through. There you go. See? He really put a good smooth stroke on that, and that gets you a little bit more natural movement from that cue ball.
You know what this is going to do? It's going to take him to the hill.
To the hill. It's coming to an end here for Adam. He's really got to pick up a couple games to get back into it.
He's got to pick up the rest of them.
But obviously, you don't look at it like that. You got
you got to do it a few games at a time.
You want to see him win a couple and give himself a chance to get back into it. So we'll see if Tom is even going to let him at the table here. Interested because Tom's hit the middle of the rack and from the side rail, so See how he hits this break, because if he hits it good, there's a chance that Adam won't see the table again. Yep, he's breaking from the side. He played a cut break. It looks like it's going to be dry, and not sure you can see enough of the one to make it. Not sure you can see enough of this one ball to make it, so we might see a safety here. The safety's not that easy as well. Oh, he could see enough to make it, so that was a great shot. And I think he bumped enough of that 7 to get out of the way. This is another one of those where you really don't want to flirt with the side pocket. Just put a lot of smooth top spin on this. Don't overhit this ball. He overcut it too, which probably helped him out a little bit, because if he hits that ball thick and hits it with that speed, he might scratch.
Yeah, no easy rack here. You got 2 to the 3 is tough. 3 to the 4 is tough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think you can see enough of that 4 to make it in the bottom right. But the 2 to the 3 here is obviously a problem. And the 8-9 is tied up too. I'm not sure if that 8 ball goes in the corner.
yeah, I think it goes past. It looks like.
It'll go in the side too. That he's going to get.
Oh.
Oh, he would have got hooked, or he's unfortunately scratched there. Overcooked that ball a little bit.
Well, 3 to the 4 gets a little easier now.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, I think that 4 ball goes in the bottom right. The only thing is where does that 5 ball end up, because you want to have a good angle on the 5 to the 6. So the key shot in this rack is going to be the 4.
He's on it.
He's on it, and he's not going to touch. He's not going to touch the 5 ball. You just want to roll forward here, I believe.
I don't know if can you see enough of it.
Yeah, I think so.
It's kind of hard to tell here. Oh yeah, he's got all of it.
Yeah,
And enough to.
he hit it nice and full too. So now he can roll forward here, playing it in the corner. You just want to be wary of that 8-9. You can hit those and come off funny. Okay, he hit it good.
Yeah, so here's where we'll find out if the 8 goes past the 9. Depending on how he plays this. I mean, to me it looks like, I can't see it too good. Maybe if I go to the overhead view here, we can see. Oh, yeah, I think there's separation there.
Yeah, I think so too.
Tells me it goes.
The 8 will definitely go in the side pocket, but the only thing is, how do you get there?
Ooh, he came up a little short.
He's jacked up over this 8 ball now. This is a bit more of a problem than he wanted. Oh, he's not jacked up. He's okay. Came up a little full. He's going to untie those balls.
Oh, no, if Tom gets a shot at the 7, could be curtains here.
Yeah, this isn't necessarily an easy shot to get to the 8. He's got a thin cut on the 7. The 8 doesn't go by the 9. Obviously, can play the combo, but going up and down the table, playing position for that is not ideal. You want to stray from that if you can. Running into the 8 ball here isn't too bad of an option. You just don't want to leave it on the rail, on the side rail. So I might consider running into the 8 ball here. You know, that's not going to hurt him too bad. I think he hooked him.
Nope. Yep. I'm like, nope. Yep.
He hooked him. Now, this is kickable.
Yeah,
the only problem with that is you're going to have to shoot a combo on the 8-9.
Yeah, he's got to come off the rail, hit the 7.
Unless you want to blast it in and go 3 rails around the table.
Is he trying to spin around it? Oh, no.
Did he hit it? I think he missed it. He missed it. It's going to be
So,
ball in hand.
I keep this super simple. 8 in the side.
Yep.
You know,
I don't mind that.
because you don't got to move the cue ball really a whole lot.
Nope.
I mean, if you want to play the 8 in the same pocket, you know, no problem. You're just moving the cue ball a little more than you need to.
Yeah, this is one of... I think I agree with you on this one. I am a corner pocket player, but I think it's easier to get to the side, and pretty much any angle into the side is going to lead you to the 9.
Yep.
So I prefer the side pocket in this instance. Just make sure you don't put leave the cue ball on the end rail.
This is to wrap up the game, folks. If
Yeah, this will be the match.
he puts these 3 down,
That's
and
beautiful.
he's dead
straight.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it looks like Tom made a good decision playing some 9-ball. He's got to make sure you keep your nerve. You know you're gonna win. You know you have a chance to win here. Don't let that get ahead. Don't get ahead of yourself here. Just make your balls. Perfect. Beautiful. Hold your nerve. It should be the match. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me all day. There it is. Tom will take it 14-6.
all right, folks, that's the match. Tom Manena, 14-6. We're at the Mad Apple Burgers and Billiard Company. Join us again next Sunday. We'll be here with our King Court matches. Also, this Friday, we're going to have a banger of a match on Mad Apple Extreme at 7:15, 7:30 time frame. So be sure to join us this Friday. And we'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.